Hello.
Hello.
Hashtag sponsored.
Oh, before we get started, just thank you all so much. Those of you who have already followed tonight. Those of you who are already saying hello. Elbros, thank you. Pyramix for the sub. Emma, what's up? Mad Red Star Child for the follow, even during the rerun. Thanks so much. It is awesome to receive your support.
We had enchiladas. Sorry, they're talking about tacos. We had enchiladas.
I could have swore there was a taco emote in here on Twitch, and I
there
cannot find it
to
now.
be, but Taco Bell had their sponsorship, and then they stopped it. So yeah.
Oh,
those are.
Wait, are you saying that Taco
for
Bell?
us or for Twitch?
Are we sponsored by Taco Bell?
If we had Taco Bell money, baby, these shirts would be a lot tighter.
Do you remember that Wendy's, the Wendy's one shot? We make a Taco Bell one shot for them.
Couldn't. It's honestly too close to being true.
It's way
the only
too,
way to get ahead.
Oh my gosh!
Industry.
Way too close.
As a minor action, you can consume instead of a lyser grater. It's the sauce packet. So the mild is like the normal healing one. The hot is.
Oh look! I've already gotten an email from Taco Bell. We have a contract.
Yes.
No.
They want us to do feral hogs, but with tacos.
Oh.
Figure out some way to shove tacos in that whole store.
When you kill your 30 to 50 feral hogs, you make tacos.
Oh,
yes.
Pork tacos. All right.
That's where you go. That's how you do it.
That's what we're doing tonight. That's it.
Oh, goodness. Okay,
I regret being alive.
I regret, yeah.
Hey, Corey. Okay, so yes, let's go around and do that thing where we introduce ourselves and, do that.
I'll start. My name is Chase. Hi, I'm Chase. You can find me at Chase314S over on Twitter. Look down below. You can also find me over on Instagram where I post dank memes every day. Go over there and follow us if you're not. Let's see. Don't forget our wonderful affiliates and sponsors. Look down below. Dice Envy. If you need dice, I'm just saying look down below. There's a link. You click it. Takes you to Dice Envy. You can buy dice there. And it helps us out. Win-win. You get dice. We get helped. Also,
we get the help that we desperately need.
Yes.
Like medication. Like I need.
Yikes.
Also,
Yikes.
link down below. We sell merch over on So Nerdwear. I'm sure that we're going to talk a little bit more about that. None of us are wearing their designs today.
Hello?
But,
this is a welcome to the party.
Sorry.
It's from So Nerdwear.
Sorry.
Baby, I'm like So Nerdwear 24/7.
Sorry, I'm repping somebody else today.
That's fine. Oh, you got Swordsfall.
Swordsfall!
They finally let me buy things. When he updated his website, it got rid of the glitch that wouldn't let me buy stuff.
Nice.
Also, his website's amazing.
Buy all the
We
things.
are not paid to say this.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's it for me right now.
Like we are when
Thanks.
you say that, though.
We're not publicly.
Matt.
We're supported through back channels.
Oh my god, no.
Wow.
Not a thing.
Illicit trades.
Stop, it's too close to home.
Exactly.
It's too
You see,
it's
I
too close
went
to
outside
real.
and I saw the styrofoam cup out front was flipped over, so I knew that there was going to be a dead drop that night.
No.
Of cold,
Wow.
hard
Oh my
Shirts.
god.
Swordsfall.
Swordsfall merch. And with that,
Bye.
We're one down.
Next.
My name's Liz, and I'll be playing Selina, the human druid, tonight. And we have some awesome rule changes that we could be implementing if we fight things, which could be a lot of fun.
Which
or
we
not.
won't.
mm-mm.
Okay, well, we're not fighting things. You heard
Just
it here
ourselves.
first. The lies have begun. Let's see. We partner with Animal Helper down in New Orleans. Go find their stuff on Facebook and share it. Share it with your friends who have more money than I do, so that they can sponsor all of the animals. And I think that's it.
Amazon Smile. Don't forget about Amazon.
Oh
Smile.
yes, you can use Amazon Smile or Rescue Walk or a whole bunch of other different ways to support them. All on their website, on Facebook. There's a link below. We have a thing. Animal Helper.
Oh yeah, I could probably do that instead of saying just tell them to look down below.
Yeah,
probably
well,
start doing
it's
that.
fine.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Look
set
at Matt.
all of them up.
Episode 65.
Just we all stare into the camera. Oh my god.
The knowing look between my my wife and my sister husband.
Your wife and your husband.
That's right.
Yeah.
Matthew is my sister husband.
Oh my. Correct.
Yes, that's
Is he
how
my
this
brother
works.
husband?
No, stop. Wow. Yeah, like, somebody needs to tell him how this works, and it's not going to be me. I'm leaving that to you.
He sits me down over coffee. Chase, we need to talk.
Oh, boy.
If anyone's looking for a DM on Wednesday nights, I'm actually available.
Available to play in whatever that game is.
Yeah. I'm free.
Same. Help.
I can go next. So Rob at Pyromancer 804. I'll be playing Civilius tonight. He, him. Blade Singer, Elven, Wizard. There are podcasts down below. I haven't been keeping them up to date, but I am working on it. Real life is getting in the way, but I'm working on it. I promise.
How dare you have real life?
Yeah. Craziness that everyone will see within the next
Everyone knows
couple
we're
weeks.
nerds and we don't have actual
Oh
lives.
yeah, they will see it in the next
Correct.
couple of weeks, won't
Yeah.
they? Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
Big exciting things. Well, we'll probably announce a couple of things at the same time then.
Yeah.
We'll see. Secrets. Fun.
Secret.
That's all I
I
got.
think that leaves you.
Okay. Hello. My name is Alexis. I use she, her pronouns, and you can find me at Vox Fanato on the interwebs, mostly Twitter. I will be playing Gilly tonight. She is a bard and warlock, multi-class. And she's her own little archfey patron, so work that one out. We have new merch in the shop. We also had just last night returned with Dragon Heisters, and it feels really, really, really good to be back
was
in the
lit.
garbage
Just
world
like
of
the promo.
Waterdeep.
It's on the promo right now.
Look at the promo.
Mine updated.
Oh,
Yours
yes.
isn't updated yet. It's on the promo now.
Yes. So, if you are into D&D, but trying to play Monster Hearts with D&D rules,
Yes.
then check it out. It's great. It's all about intrigue and drama and crime and romance and just we're the garbage liars. It's great. It's great.
We know how to fight. We just choose not
It's
to.
great.
Correct.
We do a lot of crime though. We really
And a lot of fighting each other.
Yes, a lot of that. A lot of passive aggressively fighting each other.
Passive
We promise we're
aggressive,
friends.
overtly aggressive.
I mean,
It's been overtly
it
aggressive.
really has been overtly aggressive too.
Excessively
Listen,
aggressive.
it's like
Yeah,
if there's a
violently aggressive.
listen, if there is an adverb to put in front of the aggression, then we've done it.
Yep.
That's it. We've done
Centrally
the thing.
aggressive.
Check that out Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Central. It's a lot of fun, I promise. Even though we're a dumpster fire.
Yeah. And as always, folks, I am Matthew Foreman. I use he, him pronouns. I'm your DM here. You can watch me DM on this channel on Wednesday nights here at 7 p.m. like you're doing right now.
Yes.
And then 9:30 p.m. Central for Big Boy Season, which is our Storm King's Thunder campaign featuring some wonderful esports professionals. We're going to roll the intro video, and then we're going to do our recap thing.
Woo.
With arms.
Alrighty, we are back.
With arms.
With arms. You'll never know. Okay, so when we last left the Prism, they had just resurrected an ancient gold dragon after securing the safety of the Grand Duchess of Mercinia, or excuse me, of Eastwing, and defeating her uncle, the Duke of Mercinia. They, after resurrecting the ancient black dragon, or ancient gold dragon, excuse me, they journeyed south to confront Shellatrax the Unseen, the guardian of the Alabaster Welcoming, for a final confrontation for the battle of the liberation of Mercinia from the opposing forces that were, getting up to no good down there. What happened once the fight, ensued? Why don't you all talk about that?
Well, we used the dank rules that Matthew made for dragon riding, which was really sweet.
They're fantastic.
Yeah. And we engaged in dragon riding combat, which was pretty hot.
Sure did.
And it was pretty cool because she was an ice dragon that we were fighting. She kept hitting us with frost breath. So it was pretty cool.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
Literally.
And some of you actually remembered to, drink your potions this time.
Correct.
And use your abilities.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey.
Weird.
Some of you remember to use abilities.
Most of our abilities. Hey.
I didn't remember to use my ability.
But yeah, it was a pretty cool battle. I liked at the beginning when we were like hanging out, we'd done all of our preparations, and she was just like,
Yeah, it was
like
good.
flying around. Like I had
In
a
the
perfect
blizzard.
mental image of like her just zooming through the blizzard, like
Yeah.
fucking with us.
Yep.
Yep,
was
using a
pretty cool.
horde winter to her advantage that spanned for miles.
It was pretty
She
cool.
was unseen, forcing your hand to confront her.
Yeah.
We goaded her. It was good. It worked.
Mhm.
And then an infernal ship joined the frickin' battle. Was pelting us with spells and such.
Mm-hmm.
And then I froze it and I sank it.
You sure
We
did.
got to cast meteors.
But not before we casted
You
Meteor
sure
Storm.
cast meteor swarm on it, and it was so good.
And then the ice wall with the fire breath.
That was all. Yeah.
Gosh.
This massive ice wall came out.
Melted.
You know what?
Melted through it.
Just
Yep,
go
sure
rewatch
did.
that fight because it was pretty lit.
Or you can
So
just
good.
wait for it to come out on our YouTube series.
Our
Yeah.
new YouTube series.
Yeah.
Oh, just the boss fight.
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty, and they were victorious in defeating Shellatrax, the Guardian of the Alabaster Welcoming, and we ended the episode right there. The whole episode was basically the fight. It was absolutely wild.
Yeah, we didn't even
Was.
take a break.
No, we just cut it early a little bit. And so we pick back up literally mid-air with the four of you on the back of this dragon in her armor and all of her setup. We have our two Talon Guards, the Thune Speaker and the Wind Dancer, on the back of Mesa Mayor, the Golden Dragon of Cragmandu. Shellatrax's body slamming down on the ice, it beginning to melt as she dies, the Horde Winter disappearing immediately. Prism, what do you wish to do?
Call me paranoid, but I'm somewhat worried about the Kraken taking Shellatrax's remains. Is there anything that we can do to prevent that?
Oh yeah, let me just drag this dragon corpse.
I mean, me as I might be able to. Can we swoop down and pick it up and
Can
drop
I
it in
polymorph it into something smaller for an hour?
I mean, technically it's a corpse, not a creature, but yes.
Cool. Let's polymorph it into something I can carry. Like, how about a small goat?
How about a dove?
So,
You can put it in a bag.
the issue with polymorphing a corpse is it has 0 hit points. And once something has 0 hit points. So, I will let you do it thematically, but just so you know, it's a dead goat that you're polymorphing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
disgusting either
Yeah.
way. It is 100% absolutely disgusting.
Okay.
With all the same wounds, but it...
So, this masticated dead goat, as Shellatrax disappeared, got slam, or I don't know if you wait till it hits the ice.
Wait, let it hit because if it takes damage, it'll turn back into Shellatrax.
And it's already at 0. You can't, this is why you can't polymorph corpse, but we're letting it happen.
Oh.
I love this.
Oh.
So it's the dead goat is sitting there kind of bobbing in the ice.
Wow, that's really gross.
You
then-
did it. Choices.
Yep. But if we're taking it with us, this is easier. We have an hour, and then wherever we're at in an hour, or when I dispel this, we have a giant body again. So.
I mean, as long as it's not sinking to the bottom of the ocean for the Kraken. I mean, that's all that matters. So if we can just get it up on the
Find
land.
the right music for this.
Indeed. What was the significance of the goat instead of perhaps a goldfish or a frog?
A pygmy goat. It's just the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, interesting. I once knew a goat named Henry.
I once was a goat that saved your ass. So here we are.
Indeed. Much larger than that goat, however.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much, much larger.
Maiza, how do you fare after the battle?
I don't. I'm feeling pretty hurt. Those mage missiles that they hit me with did me a number, but I've got most of my power left, and I'm feeling a lot better. That went a lot better than I thought it was. Shalatrax is a hell of a combatant. But with 4 Dragon Riders, I certainly have the upper hand.
Indeed.
Okay. Do you still have a hope up? Beacon of hope?
It only lasts a minute.
It'd be up for, let's say, another 2 rounds.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and do a 3rd level healing spirit so that people can go through it.
So everyone heals, what's that, 60? Did I do that right? 20d6? Yeah, 60.
Woo!
120, 60, what, 20d6.
Yeah. Well, 3.5 times 10, 35,
No, it's
7.
max.
No, it's
Oh, it's
max.
max.
Speaking of
Yeah, yeah.
120?
flow.
Yeah, 120.
120. We'll do this. I don't think there's good. I don't think I have the background music for this moment, whatever this
I
moment
don't
may be.
have that many hit points, but okay.
My maximum?
Well, there's Mesa involved.
That's yeah. Hang on, 120 for Mesa.
So that's
Yeah,
why
that's
I did
right.
it 3rd level instead of 2nd level.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are still attuned to her and stuff. So
Oh right, she was not looking super hot before.
oh, this is good music for this after moment. Good. Found it. So as the ice melts, the water starts to return and move the ice floats to the shore. You can hear the ding ding of victory bells in the distance. Ding 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 ding. The city cheering is described. The Druid Grove still remains on that tower, wrapping around it. The translucent tower, which was emitting this kind of powerful force energy, it's gone dim. The mage is standing on top of it now. You can see Alric having made his way to the tower like he said he would. You can see Glitch and the Grand Duchess in the foreground leading the armies.
Can we real quick just get this elephant over and done with? Can you just like do this for the stream so
Okay.
The
that
scare
we can
elephant.
get this over?
Chat is demanding
This is Liz's
In the
hair.
Oh.
they're ignoring everything that's happening within the story.
Yes. So I'm like, let's just do
Really
this,
nice.
please.
Beauty potion.
It's all rainbow.
Thank
They should have sent a poet.
Sorry. So she complimented the shirt, so I assumed that she had seen the hair, and then I didn't realize that we were snowballing. So sorry about that for not paying attention to you.
It's all good. Do you think that, and I'm saying this to the group and also to Maiza since we're all telepathically bonded, that Shelltrax knew that she would lose that fight when she started it? You said it yourself, 4 Dragon Riders versus her.
I think that she knew. I think that she thought for a moment she had the upper hand. I mean, she had her horde winter. She's used to hunting things more dangerous than herself. She knew that she had the support of that ship. But yes, I think that in some level she was fighting for her horde, her prestige, her livelihood. Dragons have a hard time letting go of their horde. Especially one that takes centuries to build up.
Makes sense. She seemed to be very arrogant and thinking she could win at the first. Absolutely.
Or perhaps she knew that she would lose but could not bring herself to withdraw.
I think towards the end she was probably trying to withdraw.
Oh yes,
She did try to run.
in the end.
Sorry.
I'm here, I promise.
I was gonna be like, come on, guys.
Yep.
I'm good.
Do we know, does Maiza have a hoard? I know,
Huh?
does Maiza have what would be like a hoard? I know she has her shop and all the things that she sells.
Yes, she does.
What happens now that the concordance is broken?
The concert?
Concert, sorry.
I mean, it was broken long ago, but this is certainly... It's the same as with everything in this country. We're at war.
But this is probably a question we should have asked, God, ages ago. But the concert was technically broken with the Blue Dragon under the mountain, right?
Yes. Well, the death of the Blue Dragon during the Civil War, yes.
And I guess what I'm asking, is this linked magically to something that's going to exacerbate the failing of the arresting light, the power of the hell?
No, the Concert of Dragons doesn't have anything to do with the resting light. As much as they'd like to tell us otherwise. The Concert of Dragons was a political maneuver.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure it's not attached to any of the magics that we need to
No.
keep track of.
Concert of Dragons came from because I repelled their armies at the Battle of Cragmandu. So, during the Concordance, the Red and Gold Concordant, they formed the Concert of Dragons. They finalized the Concert of Dragons. She's taking you all in towards the army. Flying overhead, more cheers from below. The soldiers manning the wind ballistas. The mages at the tower. She lands somewhere in the alabaster welcoming. All right. I think that's been enough dragon riding for one day. And she kind of settles onto the floor. Lowers herself so you all may comfortably descend.
Dismount.
When she's hovering roughly 40 feet off the ground, I'm just gonna leap off.
Always with the theatrics. I like it.
Then I think my last question before we face the music, so to speak, is there a proper way to bury a dragon? And is there hope for reconciliation later?
If Shellatrax could reconcile with us, it would be a miracle, but no. She deserves... For Shellatrax, a burial at sea would be appropriate. If your concerns about the Kraken, it's probably not the best thing. So, a heathen's burial is just as good. On a pyre.
Does the Kraken have access to the lake?
Well, I don't know the Kraken personally. But the Kraken is worshipped by agents that you've met that can walk on the land who have access to magic. The Kraken has access to almost demigod levels of magic.
So the answer is roughly yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We could scatter her ashes at sea, though.
You could. As you all descend, Misa kind of shakes, and as she shakes, you see her form twist and bend, and she transforms into her Dimir, her dark elf form, wearing her battle armor. As you all just stand there on the alabaster, welcoming the men, women, and the people and the folks who help defend this city, gather around you at the Grand Duchess, and Everyone kind of is coming in to hug and to congratulate and to cheer. Even Dread Templar, I'm getting confused with this. Even the Dread Templar that you had met before kind of comes around and gives you all a handshake. This kind of horrible aura that kind of radiates from him, something you really can't turn off. And the Grand Duchess speaks to you, not only you, kind of addressing you, but loudly so everyone else can hear. Well, we, people of this city, owe you a debt of gratitude. And certainly, you owe them your appreciation. Together, we've weathered this storm, this terrible winter for this country and this city. And these dark days are not yet over. Spring is on the horizon, to be met with war. But if we can live through the spring, then we just might enjoy the summer. Thank you, Prism, for your service to this country, to this duchy, and to this city. Let's all get some rest, have a proper party, and an award ceremony. And I'll send you heroes on your way to do what heroes do. And the crowd erupts into thunderous applause. And you and the Grand Duchess kind of waves her hand to part the crowd and has you all follow her if you so choose.
Justice awkwardly, kind of not knowing how to handle or deal with this much attention and admiration from the crowd, just kind of follows. Doesn't really look at them too much.
Cloaky pillows. Because it's a billowing cloak.
Yep. Cloak of billowing. Cloaky of billowing. Alric and Glitch join you as you journey towards the Pearl Isle Keep with me as Grand Duchess and the Dread Templar. Evilgar, that's his name. It's a thunderous procession that greets you on their way up to the highest mound in Vera. It's a good long walk, one that you've all more or less made before. Close enough. When you journey to Trilea. You are welcome to stay at the keep and rest. There will be a party basically citywide through the night, and then a proper ceremony in the morning in the next day. So you are now welcome to do as you wish as the party, people are kind of resting and then people are partying. That's kind of what's going on. People are basically power napping the party.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a bathhouse in the city?
Well, you're staying in the keep, so there's a bathroom there, but yes, there is a bathhouse in the city.
Okay.
As we're walking, I'll ask, were there any casualties within the city?
Yes, the Grand Duchess says, yes, unfortunately, Shellatrax was able to claim a few lives, and there were some minor rebellions by some dissenters. But I think we kept the casualties under 100. It's pretty successful, all things considered.
Indeed.
Do we know another one of those ships won't sneak up on us?
They very well could. But seeing as we destroyed the last one...
Still. And
I don't think summoning an entire ship is something they can do willy-nilly.
Let's hope not.
Yeah. And the tower is prepared as it can be.
Indeed. It is disconcerting to know that they can project power as rapidly and expansively as that.
Well, he's had, a month of no one fighting him while we've been off dealing with other problems? He's had time. Time we took to prepare and do the same and gather forces.
How long has it been in game?
I think about that time. Probably even a little longer.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. I mean, we've been across this continent and back, and then some.
Through dimensions and journeying across land.
who knows what else he has. Thankfully, our dreams are safe again. Well, mine, since you guys don't sleep. And now we've diminished his forces. He underestimated us. We're not going to get that lucky again.
No, this will definitely send a sign to him. We may not be so lucky next time.
Because they basically blipped back to... They like dimension doored themselves or teleported themselves away at some point, right?
Who?
The ship with the Vorgan.
They all died.
I sank
They
it.
sank it. They capsized.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Well, Vorgash himself wasn't on it, but the visage of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're all dead. They're like a few minor devils that jumped into the water, but yeah, they're all dead.
Well, dead. Probably reincorporated back in hell, maybe.
You don't know how it all works now that the arresting light's been changing. Are they of this plane? Are they dead?
Oh wow.
Are they between two worlds? The fear with the Vorgash was that he'd be between two worlds because he's just so prominent and powerful. But the lesser devils?
Huh.
Yeah, it depends on how he's bringing them to this plane, probably.
Huh.
If he's possessing people or using objects from this plane to imbue, then if they were from here, based on that magic.
Well, I mean, that makes things a lot easier in this spectrum of we don't have to kill things twice.
Perhaps they will not fight with as much heedless fervor if they have immortality to fear.
Maybe.
Things to
Can roll insight on the DM. What's he smiling about?
things to possibly think about another time and get a well-deserved rest.
Well.
One of the reasons why we've done so well is we're able to adapt quickly, just as a small group of us. It's going to become more difficult as we add allies and as we move towards whatever the end of this is. So, as we know things, we need to make sure that ability to adapt is bigger than just us.
We must also remember the limitations or capabilities of our allies. I feel that we are growing in capability and power, but we have begun rivaling those who we would have deemed to be beyond us in capability not only a year ago.
Yep.
We will have to use them judiciously.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, there will be celebration. I am going to go prepare. I'm going to wander off and be by myself for a little bit.
Okay.
Splitting the party. Right away.
The only assassin in this place is gone.
We can finally relax.
We finally let our guard down.
At some point, I'm going to wander back to that room where I fought Biggledy.
Oh, that was in another city.
Oh, damn it.
Jeez.
I got my wires crossed. We were there last week, weren't we?
What's up, Tom?
I forgot.
Yeah, no, we're Mercinia now.
Oh, that's right.
You can go
That was
back
in
to the
Cragmandu.
You can go back to the orphanage.
I'm gonna
that
teleport.
helped
Yeah,
fight
you
back.
can go to the orphanage where you killed that old lady.
I'm going to go see how the orphanage is doing. At some point. Thank
Oh
you.
boy.
Well, now that it's out from under the control of the nasty person,
Make sure no one's taking his place.
I will disguise myself as common street person.
Okay.
Jim the Dagger Man.
So you go to this is not Whitehall. Whitehall is the one in the you go to the orphanage where you killed that woman, the Mother Superior. You see that it has a fresh coat of paint, a repaired roof. Children outside playing, laughter can be heard. There's a couple kids playing in the street, and they're being supervised by some older peers. They're playing, some kind of appropriate winter. It's cold here, but they're playing out. It's a northern city. They're used to playing out in the cold, tossing a ball back and forth. One of them, the ball kind of over to you, and a little kid kind of wanders over there, and as it looks at you and goes,
Hello. I'm in disguise.
"Hi,
No, no.
What's your name?
Elroy."
I'll bend down and I'll reach into my pocket. I'm gonna pull out what's the silver?
Silver.
It's
The-
gold dragons, silver seraphs.
I'm gonna pull out a silver seraph. I'm gonna be like, don't tell anyone I gave it to you.
Thank you.
They treating you okay?
Yeah. It's better.
Good. Now, you hold on to that. And if they ever start treating you not so nice, give that to a courier. And send it to what's the countess's name? Countess?
Cassandra?
Cassandra.
The Grand Duchess.
Grand Duchess, thank you. Like, tell the Grand Duchess, and justice will be on its way.
All right. Pockets it. Kind of turns on. He's like, "Hey, why do you care? What happens here?"
Let's just say I have no appreciation for, well, the plight of others.
All right. And he turns around and tosses the ball back to them. They resume playing.
Yes, the Australian accent.
How many different? Was that
I think
Australian?
they counted 3.
That was Australian. Wow. Okay.
What is this?
There's something.
It certainly
I wasn't gonna be
is.
Brogan. Brogan's a jerk.
At least he tried.
That was Steve.
That was Steve.
Oh wow.
Mad Steve.
I'm just gonna watch for a while. Watch the kids play.
Gotcha.
See, you murdered someone and it all worked out.
Correct.
That's the real lesson to be learned here.
Apparently so.
That is actually how world history works.
Correct.
Yep.
Took out the brutal leader, killed them, replaced them with somebody better. Yeah. And then after I'm satisfied, I will go back to the keep.
Okay.
I wonder, as I'm walking back, I'm like, probably should have gave him another silver so he could actually buy something with it, not be tempted.
Probably just buy something anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. How much would an orphanage take to run? I wonder.
I don't know, nor do I care.
Yeah. Later. Set up a fund after we retire.
Okay, Steve.
Never mind.
So after getting back to the keep and making sure people got where they needed to go, kind of all go our separate ways, I'd see if Alric would want to stay in the keep, go to the city, maybe find some gardens. I don't know. I don't know if you'd want to be cooped up in the castle.
He says, I'm actually. It's better than being around Trilea, but in just the day you were gone, 2 days you were gone, I was able to talk to Cassandra some,
Yeah.
reconcile some things on that front. It's weird because I have all these memories of growing up together and being her sister, but most of them did not happen.
And if those didn't go away, after we brought you back from hell, I don't think I can get rid of him, even if you wanted.
I'm okay with him. I'm making my peace with him every day. It's weird. It's like I knew who I was, even in the war. Even from a young age, I knew who I was, you know. Even though it was hard sometimes. And it's like these people came along and tried to tell me I was someone else. And I believed them.
They convinced everyone else that you were someone else too.
They sure did.
There were histories back to the birth of Fonzie Moira.
They made a fiction for me, and they made me live in it, and they made everyone else live in it too. But it wasn't me. It wasn't my choice, and but we're getting less weirded out by the whole thing. I'm glad I stayed to hang to support her.
I think you needed the healing as much as she did.
I think you're right.
Speaking of that, looks like we have some time.
Yes, I thought it might be nice to see to some things. Honestly, I missed the welcoming before it was a war zone, and there was so much tension there. I think it'd be nice just to stroll along the water, don't you? Till the parties pick up.
I think that would be wonderful.
Good.
We will go on an adorable moonlit walk. Great.
Aw.
And fade to black. No.
Casting Druid Grove.
You know what? I absolutely could.
Elric sure missed that alabaster welcoming.
Oh, he got his alabaster.
That's not the only element.
That was the
That was a moment. Anyway.
But yeah, I just spend as much time with him as I could.
Yeah, you have a nice moonlit walk together as the party begins to roar, fires start to come on in the city, and it's going to be quite the party.
Which Glitch and I are getting ready for.
Yes! Glit, you are helping each other put on your makeup, getting your corsets.
It's all magical, right? We're just like,
Correct.
I think the wings are a bit crooked because he's doing winged eyeliner, and just a little higher on the left side there. Yeah, okay.
We're a good-looking couple, he says.
I think we are.
How are you feeling after your great battle there, Dragon Rider?
Oh, I have never simultaneously felt as small and tall at the same time as I did
I'll say.
during that. That was weird.
I have not seen something like that in a very long time. A full-fledged dragon riding party. The only thing you were missing was a spire.
Right.
That was really something. It was hard to see through the horrid winter, but we made do.
It was terrifying and exhilarating. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah. I think the bards will be telling us that singing those songs for years to come. It's the most public thing I think you all have done since, been around since the concert and concerts.
Right.
That was questionable. Heroism.
Yeah.
I feel like you've...
Yeah.
It's the first time you got to be heroes in front of the people and let them see it with their own eyes. Undisputedly.
I mean, some people are still going to dispute it.
Yeah. But we've killed most of those people
Based
now.
Our enemy boys at home have been
Wow.
re-educated.
It's true.
I need cups of tea for every hand I have.
They've been given new insight into our
I need
cause.
like, you know, those little fingertip rings? I
Yeah.
need those, but they're just teacups.
You can sip from them.
And Victor's write the history, so that's the story of Mercinia.
Sure is for now.
Yeah, for now. Who knows what the ages will bring, but we're doing the right thing in the time that we've been given.
Got a chance to talk to Sadris too before we left.
Yeah, I saw you all out there on the balcony. I just gave you a wide berth.
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think she's gonna be looking for more that she can do. She's gonna need support. But she wants to try.
She's the diva of an entire conservatory. I hope they'll offer her the support when she asks for it.
Right. But what I mean more is, I think she's gonna need support from people who are out and doing things like she feels she needs to be doing. Like us. And Mesa.
Whew. You could cut that forlorn tension with a knife.
Right, yep, I know.
A lot of mommy I disappointed you energy going on there.
Sure is.
Yeah.
There sure is.
Imagine being a dragon and the dragon of all dragons not respecting you for your choices.
Yeah, it's really not great. It's
Yeah.
got to suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine like, hey Mesa, you've been alive for 2,500 years, you're my hero. And she goes, I'm sorry, who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
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 There's like 5 of us. And? Okay.
Yeah, so, you know.
Her.
Worked on.
Listen, I'd rather be Tassadris than, you know, Jim the Dagger Man of
Oh,
Horror
right,
Alley.
of course.
But,
But it's still a tough lot.
yes. She was born a dragon, and in that country that comes with a lot of expectations.
Right. But we had a nice chat. Yeah.
You know, you could put...
Wait, what?
With
Yeah.
your channel points, you can add
Oh,
stuff.
you can add...
So
that's
I'm playing with-
activated now? I
Oh,
didn't realize
no.
that.
So channel points. So there's channel points involved.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
I have to figure
Modify a
this
single emoji.
Oh, no.
Yeah, or, yeah, single amount. So
Oh,
I
Okay,
we're in
that's
trouble.
never worked before.
can
We're in trouble.
modify. So I
You
can
know what?
do sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
And stuff.
out.
Oh, no.
We're not going to be even playing anymore. I'm just going to mess around with this.
Jeez. Oh, boy.
I
What is
don't
this?
know her.
I
Um,
don't know her.
Well, it's good that you had to talk. I hope she does the right thing, and if we ever get a conversation, I'll be sure to give her some encouragement. If she's going to be doing bardic things and helping out the back lines, healing and all that.
I don't know if she's going to just stick to the back lines.
That would be something. I mean, she is a bona fide dragon.
At least, I think what she intends is to do more.
Good.
I don't know if that will happen, but it's what she intends. What she said.
Well, even if we could find a way to weaponize the conservatory, that would be really something.
It sure would. But I mean, even if she just sticks to healing and fortifying,
We need
it's
healers.
still a lot. It's still a lot.
Yeah, we need healers, and we definitely need at least the threat of a dragon over Bridgeton. Well, I'm glad. Actually, weird thing about war, we actually have a little bit of time to ourselves.
Yeah.
these things take so long to move, these armies and embattlements and logistics, both sides.
Right.
It's a lot of weight. There's a lot of weight in these wars. It's kind of strange.
It's very weird.
A lot of downtime RP sessions.
And side quests. How are you? I don't know. You always tell me how you feel so rushed and captivated by everything going on, and who could blame you? How are you feeling with your time in the storm, in the quiet of the storm?
The eye of the storm?
Yeah.
Because it sure is raging all around us.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I feel a bit jumpy, like I don't trust it. Don't think I trust the calm. Doesn't feels like a trick, like a trap. We've been in a lot of those. It's really what it feels like.
It's a treacherous country.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's a treacherous.
Yep. Don't you dare.
It's
man,
all I
before
think
me.
about.
Don't you dare.
This is kill
man,
gas.
before me.
It's all I can think about.
She pulls out the feast katana.
Just
Did
waiting.
I not mention that I had cast on myself a 5th level armor canvas?
Casually.
Casually. You know, for this party where no one will be assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
Not if I can help it.
He says, it's okay to feel uneasy, it's okay not to trust it. I don't trust it myself, but just for now we can pretend. Here with you and me. We could, for just a moment, I think we can pretend like the rest of it doesn't exist. Just be together. So sweet.
I'm enjoying the moment.
You do the same thing when you're like dreading something, so I wasn't sure what that was.
But
You're
when
He's
like,
dreading, it's more to the side.
Yeah. There we go.
What was it? Never mind.
I'm gonna kill someone tonight. This is why I don't let you RP.
All fights all the time.
Yeah, roll initiative. There's an assassin.
But it's only a matter of time until Mrs. Kilgas comes back.
Anyway, he says, just be you and me for now. Together.
Have an actual party.
Yes.
An actual party.
And I'm not consorting with anyone to murder anyone at this party. I do promise this time.
Well, I'm not either.
Good! This is growth for us.
Well, yeah. Murder's really never been my shtick, but yeah.
A party and a concert without an agenda. Look at us growing.
Let's hope. There's still, you know, a bunch of other people going.
We're surrounded by friends. They're not gonna try something with the Prism, the Grand Duchess, Dredgar Yogar, Alric, me, and Miza Mayor all in the same room. That would be...
Oh no.
Just nervous.
Well, that
chuckle
either
over here.
means that something might happen in the room where it happens, or, well, there's a lot of other places where we aren't.
We've got a broad coalition, and you've done the work. You got the Son of Storms. You made that deal. You went to an island and got quail. You ascended a man to Mistwatcher, for God's sakes. You saved the Duke from assassination before you knew there would even be a war. You saved the town of Still Tower from a dark mage. You went to hell and freed out Alric. You've done the work.
Also pissed off Kraken.
Well, that's something we can't account for, unfortunately. You did that too.
Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
But
Breaking a few worlds.
if the Kraken could just snap its fingers and take the city, then there's no hope for any of us.
That's an image. A Kraken snapping. It's probably actually with the two of us, it's probably just a lot of this right now. Just it devolves for a minute while we talk about Kraken snapping
With all their hands.
Content.
A demigod all Kraken, nonetheless.
No, I guess that's true. Yeah, okay. And, you know, I was thinking, okay, tell me what you think about this, because, I think maybe I'm not the best at negotiating with these entities that have very different motivations than mine, and they're very alien to me. The Kraken, right, like, wants dominion over, like, everything.
That's a problem.
And when I say dominion, I mean, like, control.
Yeah.
It's, like, really not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just basically wants to wreck shit and make it its own.
Right.
And then we also have, you know, a Voragash, who kind of wants to do the same.
Yeah.
But they want different things. Like Voragash wants, you know, a Voragash wouldn't really want to do what the Kraken wants, and the Kraken really wouldn't want to do what a Voragash wants, right? Am I right there? Are they like at odds? I feel like they're at odds.
I
to
don't
me.
know them personally, but sounds about right.
Just generally speaking,
Everything
hypothetically,
everything
they
that
both
you've
want
relayed to me.
control. I don't think they'd be good about capitulating their control to someone else, right?
That is potentially true.
You think we could pit
But
them against each other?
I think we should be done making deals with creatures the likes of the Kraken. I think making deals is how we got in this mess.
You're not wrong.
But hear me out.
They want, but the Kraken also kind of said that we're not going to get naval support without something in return.
You can try to maneuver a creature that's probably been on this world for tens of thousands of years and manipulate them if you think you can do that.
That's...
Or you can just give them the opening they've been waiting for. Which do you think is more likely?
What sort of an opening?
I don't know. I don't know specifics. I've just seen these things play out.
Well, what
Who
do
do you enter an agreement with the Kraken. You try to get them to go up against Voragash. Who do you think comes out on top? You or the Kraken?
Well, you see,
You made a deal with Morgan.
no one...
Justice made a deal with Mrs. Kilgast.
I'm not saying any of it's good. Jeez. Alright, jeez.
I just don't think it's something we should do.
That's fair. So, what should I do the next time it tries to talk to me?
Don't quit sending messages to
I'm
it.
not doing it anymore! I did it the once!
Alright, well,
It's talking to me
ignore
now!
it. Yes, well, you poked the bear.
Well, I didn't know!
So, don't do that and ignore the calls for a while. See if they get bored. I don't know.
Worried about ignoring it.
I love this. I love this. This makes me so happy.
Just a warlock looking for a patron.
I'm my own patron, damn it.
This makes me happy.
Oh no.
For now.
I think all you can do is prepare the places you are for where you've been for retribution. Warn your allies in the sea, and if you use your navy, if they embark, make sure they know the stakes.
Right.
Selwyn has that legendary trident. Maybe he can make use of it.
Right. Yeah, Kraken wasn't too happy about that.
No, because...
Sure wanted that trident back.
Yes, because the trident controlled the Leviathan, as you told me.
I'm running real low on tea.
And then maybe that's a sign to get to the party.
Yeah, I think we should. Ooh. Do we at least get a short rest before the party, or do we
You get a long rest before the party.
Good.
That was fun. Gilly's anxiety's on display.
Did you take the perfect bath at 104 degrees?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to roll a d4 to see if you'll be late to your own party?
Moisturize.
In 2
Alright,
hours.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
The dry air really, the winter air really dries out your skin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are we gonna use the masquerade stunts?
What?
Are we gonna use them?
Oh, masquerade
Masquerade
stunts.
stunts.
For the age system. Oh, goodness.
Always, Corey, you're right. Always moisturize.
That's right.
I actually never moisturize. I should probably follow that advice.
You don't. Yeah, never mind. We're not getting into it. You should have some sort of skincare regimen. But here we are.
Skincare regimen is
Don't.
rolling in dirt.
It's almost like you're made up entirely of skin on the outside.
I am. I'm like 90% skin.
Matthew, come back!
I think.
I mean, is that
Haven't you
statistically
left?
true?
I heard the front door open.
All you guys know the secret. I don't think I have ever in my life used chapstick.
Do you know how many chapsticks I've lost?
I've
in the
literally
fire?
never applied chapstick to my lips in my life. I don't think.
I feel like you've asked me for chapstick. No?
No.
Wow.
That's right. Skin is an organ.
It's the biggest one we have. Well, never mind.
Stop. Matthew, thank the gods.
It was devolving.
I could tell.
Yeah,
Corey
Chase
wants
was
me-
here without your, supervision.
Corey
so.
wants me to take
How
care
could
of my
you let him
organs.
leave the house like this?
Yeah, how could you let him, Matthew?
I'm definitely not taking the fall for this guy.
Oh boy, howdy.
The extra hit points from what's it called? Hero's Feast have gone, right?
It's 24 hours or an extended rest.
24 hours? Hold
So
please.
you good.
Oh, cool. So, hang on.
Hang on.
Add that 11
What's
in.
your max hit points without Hero's Feast?
Me right now?
Yeah.
87.
Okay. I need that for the base amount for
What it takes to kill me? Yeah.
your hand.
For my hand.
Yeah, the token.
Big Spees.
Oh, fuck.
Your
I was
red,
like-
right?
I was
What was
thinking
it?
about the
How much
lost
was it?
hand.
Sorry.
87.
Oh boy.
No.
Yeah, just prepare that token. Cool. There's
Yeah.
no reason
And it just
that
lasts
you're
for
preparing it
24
right
hours.
now.
I
before
message
party?
you all privately saying, yeah, when have I ever messaged you privately saying I have no encounter plan? And then what kind of asshole would meta message their players and be like, by the way, guys, I'm not ambushing you tonight. And that would be a violation of several social etiquette.
Welcome
There's
to
no
Ghost-
ambush.
Welcome
Right,
to
I-
Ghost in the Machine.
Yeah. I have never done that to you all. I never would. There's one thing to do it in character with different themes and motifs, but I have never messaged you privately on Discord. Like, just so you know, there's no fight tonight on my end. Y'all are up to this. And then I'm like, an assassin is in the wings. You could start a fight. You could get yourselves into one.
Yeah, just grab a beer bottle and break it.
Believe you, it just feels weird.
Start a fight.
Just feels weird going to a party in this game.
You all have been to parties that didn't descend into fights. They've had some drama. I'm not saying there won't be drama.
See, there we are. I think I should just arrive to this party on Bigby's hand. Just, I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. Where am I doing that? Hang on.
I'm gonna summon my
Could
Tron
be just like
cycle.
this, and you're sitting in the
Yeah,
palm, and
yeah,
it's got
yeah,
like
yeah.
tiny little feet on the bottom. Could be just-
Tiny little.
Oh my
feet
God.
at the
I don't
bottom.
like.
I really don't like this.
They make a little like as they go across the tile floor. Is this?
It's the Discworld version of Bigby's hand.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so there is a great and lovely procession of lords and ladies and common people of the land in the grand, not only in the throne room, but the grand ballroom, and the whole kind of castle is opened up, and the keep for people to kind of party. There's a party through and through, from the outer keep to the inner keep, through the grand ballroom. Different sections are warded off, the more private quarters, the stuff where the magic is kept. But by and large, this castle is a party full of all people from all walks of life. Kind of towards more of the grand ballroom where you all are. There are all the NPCs that I've been talking about. One NPC that shows up for the party is Finn and O'Shea.
Finn!
Hello.
He keeps his back to the wall.
Imagine us throwing us off with that.
Because the Obelix is still out there. Good God.
Gonna get a knife out of my purse soon.
He's just a loner. He's just keeping it. Oh, you all are level 12. God damn it.
We are. We're still immune to poison and fear. Oh no, you can put sunglasses on the Matthew emote now. Oh no.
You certainly
Oh
can.
boy. This is gonna be a problem.
I'm pressing the wrong button.
I like this music.
Thanks. It's the only one track I got. So, enjoy. That's 7 minutes long, so. Finn is there and runs up to you, and he's like, Gilly! I heard there was a party, so I teleported in. I spared no expense.
You mean Mom and Ma spared no expense?
Correct.
There it is.
Put it on the family tab.
He did.
I mean, Ma can just gonna do that, so.
Yeah. Every time she...
Or Mom can.
Every time one of them objects, I just remind them that, and he just gestures.
Right. You can't torture them with... You shouldn't torture them with that too much.
Yeah, I only use it when it's absolutely necessary.
You know they're already tortured about that, right?
Yeah, but I have places to be and parties to attend to.
You are.
He turns over to the Prism! Selina! Justice!
Good to see you.
I have to have a talk with him, aren't I?
It is good to see that you are no longer being controlled by an Obelix.
That
What?
was not him.
No, that they make.
It's an illusion. I don't know. Oblex? I don't know an Oblex.
I don't know her.
Yeah, I tried. Oblex are hardly know. It's good to see that you're not being mind controlled by a murderous dagger.
For now.
Yep.
Give it time.
Really good journey for you. Is that a blade made of pure void energy?
You murderous dagger.
I do. With like complete disregard for wherever.
In the middle of the...
And this is Gishari, so literally no one bats an eye.
Do you like it?
Wow.
It's a choice. Does it tell you to kill people?
It just mostly hums.
That's an improvement.
And now watch this. I'm going to make the darkness bubble get bigger.
And there's like a oh!
Then shrink it down.
And then everyone's a little applause.
Yeah.
I need you to make a
Oh no.
Performance?
No.
Wisdom saving throw.
Can I just
Constitution saving throw.
There it is.
side-eye the
Uh-oh.
whole party and just...
What is this?
I am not giving
It's a
you inspiration
transmutation
for
spell.
this.
You're literally in a fortress that's protected
8.
by magic.
8. You grow enlarged as you see a Mishfinian noble snap their fingers at you, and then everyone goes. Because you're on the effects of the enlarged spell.
Oh, nice. Then I'll try to do some like cool flourishy move while I'm like massive.
You're like 7 feet tall now.
Like do like a somersaulty move if I can.
I want to do it. No,
Do it. Do it.
I want to make him invisible so no one sees it.
You can. This is part of Gishari society, using magic to entertain.
I have Mage Slayer. Remember?
Like I said, I didn't start the fight.
Because invisibility's touch.
Oh, it is?
What's wrong with you?
I'm making a
He's
joke.
joking. He's gonna attack you.
Maybe.
Give it time.
I I'm
Give
giving
it
the
time.
assassin in the room a wide berth. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, so I'll do like
So
a cool
you're
first
losing
shot.
none of your monk abilities, but still being 7 feet tall, you're like flipping around and people are like cheering.
Yeah. Just, getting comfortable with the attention.
There's four other mages. One of them is actually a warforged, and they appear around you, and they all snap their fingers at once and shrink to a very tiny size, and they run around you glowing.
I'm going to use, just abusing it, I'm going to use the gauntlets to cast mirror image, so that there's multiples
Oh
of
my
So now there's like 3 of you, 4 of you.
I'll just like flipping around and stuff.
The 4 mages stop, and they all cast mirror image. They all start dancing around.
There's so many. Yeah. Let's see.
There's all these tiny little glowing balls of light that are kind of floating around you. They're actually people.
That's a cool trick. Let's see if I have any cool tricks to do. I'm going to
I
teleport.
cast mislead.
Okay. So you go invisible, and a double of you appears.
Sure does.
And someone...
That's cool. Are you going to do anything?
Sylvius is like, fireball.
Thunderstep, obviously.
For every occasion.
We all make mistakes.
You could all cast it.
In the fit of
You
passion.
could cast it into the air.
Just kind of side-eye
inside.
all the performers and nobles. Kind of give Alric a side look. Drink?
A drink, please.
Drink. And just kind of walk away from whatever's happening.
He's like, no offense, but gish.
Final vestige of a fading sun.
Sylvius
I was almost gonna ask you for the
So
void
like-
diamond so I can make him blind.
Sylvius let the void in.
I have
I thought about it.
Yeah, white dwarf. Just kill everyone.
I thought about it.
Terrible.
The 4 wizards and the mages that are surrounding you, they all reapparate, and that warforged re-enlarges, and the mirror images kind of fade after a minute. And you see, he seems so familiar, this more masculine warforged, but you're not sure where he's from.
Am I still really big?
Yep.
Or did I shrink?
You would know. You come down the same time he does. So you shrink and he enlarges. Now you're about the same size. He's a little taller.
I'll give him a curtain nod. Well met.
It is a pleasure to make you... Well, it's good to see you again. Don't remember me?
I'm sorry, I've had my memory altered pretty significantly lately.
That's right. I am Maserio Duvant,
Mosario Duvant.
former steward and valet to the Countess of Avignon.
Oh. Oh boy.
She's the one who, ganked her friend. Shouldn't be trusted.
And tried to kill you
Hmm.
on a number of occasions.
I must say, I'm surprised to see you here.
I left her employ some few months ago when I heard of her misgivings when they made their way. I understood that when I came to her employ, I thought she was a reformer. I thought she wanted to help us. And I learned she tried to kill you. At least twice.
At least, it would seem that she was using that as a guise.
So I quit. Came to find work in Messinia.
I'm glad that you were able to leave her employ.
Sorry, I was terribly rude to you when I first all met you, but I had just become valet to the Countess of Avamere, who at the time was one of the preeminent ladies of the land. And, I mean, kind of looks at you all.
Well,
When I met you then.
Indeed. I do not believe...
Justice is like, yeah.
I'm actually... I'm like, Chase is actually remembering the interaction now.
Yeah.
Because he was wearing clothes when we met him the first time, which was weird, and it was pointed out.
Yep.
Because Warforged generally do not dress
Yep, and he's still
like
wearing
the
clothes.
Gish.
I will say, yes, now I remember. I do not blame you. We were not the Prism yet. I would say that we were barely more than a group of ragtag mercenaries.
Indeed.
I mean, I was still a prince at the time. But
He looks at you. Yes.
ragtag is.
Meanwhile, Glitch is dancing with 2 gillies.
Yes.
No, sorry, have you ever seen something like this? And I'm going to produce from my chest the docent.
I've heard of these. Absolutely marvelous. Well, one does wonder where they're coming from.
I obtained mine from a warforged in Fort Mountain Hall. Was it Fort Mountain Hall?
Yeah.
Artemis.
Named Artemis.
I've heard of them. It's strange, though. We come from the Life Forges. So how does someone learn to make something compatible with us?
I do not know.
It's truly a breakthrough.
Perhaps when we have more time, I will share with you some plans. Speaking of the Life Forge.
Oh? Are you going to build another one?
No, but there is a perfectly good one in the country.
Yes, lost in some impassable labyrinth beneath the city of Gish. They say only the Savanveri Codex can lead the way.
Labyrinth. Savanveri Codex. That has not been dropped yet.
Nope.
Writing it down.
Yeah, okay, whatever the fuck codex. A labyrinth!
Yeah, a labyrinth. I don't know why you're getting excited about that. You're all gonna get lost and die.
I love it! I just love it.
What is this Sabanviri Codex?
Savanveri Codex. Well, the Archmage Savanveri is the one who's said to have created the first Warforged, Primus or Archimedes, depending on who you ask. Savanveri was an Archmage. He was the, I believe at the time, the 16th or 17th High Voster of the Arcane Mezzanine. They retired or dead since then, but
Of course.
he's the when they found as they say when they found the Life Forge, they didn't know what it was during the war.
I have to write this down.
Savanveri is the one who made it capable of producing Warforged.
Do I know, from my knowledge of Warforged history, whatever research I've been able to do, did Sabanveri, like, you know how the Oppenheimer was like, oh man, I'm not really happy that I created a nuke. What was Sabanveri's opinion on?
Yeah. So as Justice, you would definitely know this. I would say that he was sad that they got used for war, although at the time he knew they would be. Savanveri, in his later interviews after retiring from being High Voster, and in his codex indeed, he regretted this. He did not understand the scope of the war, because the war, the World War that happened, was unlike any other war that had ever happened, and he just didn't fully understand the scope of what he was doing when he was able to reinvigorate the Life Forge.
Indeed.
Do I recognize that name from the author of the How to Make a Helmed Horror Guide that I've been carrying around?
Savanveri would have been his doctoral advisor.
Got it.
That's pretty cool. But you still have
Oh
that.
yeah, I forgot you have that. Yeah,
Oh my god!
You can
I
literally
certainly do.
make helmed horrors. They're a little on the expensive side.
Correct. On the expensive side.
How much are they?
Like 10
Your
or 20,000 gold.
Yeah. Oh, and you have to kill someone.
Yeah, you also have to kill a Warforged to do it.
Kill Warforged.
Well,
Right?
just the ones that you encountered were made that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah,
still have to kill someone.
you do have to kill someone. And,
I mean, we do it all the time.
yeah.
I mean, why not kill two birds with one stone?
Yeah. Helmed horrors are spirits that are animated
Yeah.
armors. Yeah.
Because there is a very big
That's like that thing could sell for a lot if you want to put that out in the world.
Oh.
Because you got that
no.
from Katia, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was into that. Yeah.
She sure was.
Because when you killed him, the spirits.
She
of
was
the
a whole big
Warforged went
yikes.
away.
Yep.
Yep.
God, I loved her. God, that was a good villain.
She was a good villain.
Series
I did love
episode
her.
15, season
You are from
2.
the one in Gish?
No.
So good.
You've seen it.
Hated her though.
So good.
Loved her, but
I
hated
She's
her.
definitely going up on
There's
just
only
the boss
She
fight.
needs to, yeah.
That's who I voted
Me
for
three
on
needs
Twitter.
to write it.
Nice.
Is that fight.
Nice.
If I have memories from that time, it might be like being an infant. I was made
How do you
the
spell
one in
Savanveri?
Gish, right?
You were.
Yeah.
Savanviri?
Savanveri.
Explore my memory palace.
S-A-V, Savin, and then so S-A-V-A-N-V-E-R-I, Savanviri.
Maybe.
He was the 17th, to be accurate, High Voster of the Arcane Mezzanine.
It's a plan. It is a shame that it is under the control of the Vorgesh, but if the war goes in our favor, or even before that, I intend to liberate it.
Yes, I understand what you mean by working on something. We should really something should be done about that. We can't have him corrupting it. Although, again, one would have to familiarize themselves with Savinberry's work, and there's only so many of those codexes left in the world.
Do you know where we would be able to locate one?
Well, unfortunately, I'm sure the Arcane Mezzanine has one, but one was sold for auction some months ago. There's some I was there with, attending to my lord and lady, and there was a man who bid it. There was a representative of a man who bid it on it from Foggy Bottom.
Was it the Colonel? Ah, we say it at the same time.
Yes, is he famous?
No, he keeps popping up.
I believe that we are going to have to pay the Colonel a visit at some point in the near future. I'm just looking pointedly over at Civilius.
The Colonel's trying to get what?
He bought the book at auction.
He has the Savinberry Codex.
Do you know how much he paid for it?
Oh, it was some 175,000 gold dragons.
Or, one bottle of moon apple wine.
Yeah.
17 bottles. 17 and a half bottles of moon apple wine.
Just making a
Apple
joke,
orchard.
but yeah.
Huh?
A moon apple orchard.
Yep, Colonel Vineyards.
I mean, but imagine if he could just produce wine again.
Yep.
But I'm not there. I'm off drinking without you.
Shouting from across the room.
Hey! I've been scrying on you! I gotta pick it up!
Selina with arcade eye. Magic mouth.
Well, I'm glad that you were able to come to, well, I wouldn't say your senses, but see her for what she really was.
Yes. I mean, I'm still a reformer. Just turns out well, I guess that's what passes for a reformer in this democracy. Republic, I should say.
I will say that my cohorts, I'm gonna, because they're all doing their own thing. But
Yeah.
Civilius is hanging close by.
Right
Yeah. They have earned my trust, and I believe that they would serve us well in that endeavor.
I'm not much of a warrior myself, but I'll pass on the good word.
You do have other skills, other abilities, which,
I'm a wizard.
indeed, we will need those skills in the future.
I mean, my spells mostly revolve around house cleaning and making things. I mean, I could show you my spell list. I barely have mage armor, and I don't usually prepare it.
Would you like to learn more?
Oh, like battle magic?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you going to teach me? Are you a
No.
battle wizard?
I could teach you.
Oh yes, you are a wizard.
Yeah.
Do you have time?
Perhaps after the war.
True.
Start holding classes.
When the Life Forge is liberated, we are going to need to train up many Warforged. They will need to become self-sufficient.
Where should I report to for lessons?
Well, we got a bit of time before the end of the war, but I don't know.
Just tell her. I'm gonna ask you another character.
No.
Like, where would we be
Well,
sitting?
you could
Christian.
do some training before the war,
We
so
could.
the more people could be helpful.
Yeah.
I
We have
mean-
months. We have months of downtime.
I mean,
Gilly.
there's the arena here.
Gilly says while dancing with
I mean,
Lich
as long
and
as you
another
stay in
Gilly.
town, I might be able to,
Oh, you want
to
me to
round
go?
up others.
Oh, you want me to go compete in the arena?
Oh, no. Just in the area. I may take over the arena at some point to train.
Oh,
So.
okay, all right. Well, not so sure I'm too crazy about the idea, but I want to help. Perhaps I could learn magic missile and really rough someone up.
And please do not misunderstand me. I'm not trying
You
to.
should see his spell list. It's like Mage Hand, Prestidigitation, Mending.
I just backed a Kickstarter that's all food-based
Yeah.
things. So there's one that's literally called The Host.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
like,
him.
I'm gonna say, please do not misunderstand me. I'm not trying to turn you into a combatant. I'm saying simply that if you are so inclined, you have more to you than just serving as a countess's. What was his title?
Valet.
Valet.
So this is, I forget where I got this. FYI.
I love
think it's from
that.
a book. But he literally has a character sheet. Y'all can't see it, but
That's cool.
he has unseen servant, identify, expeditious retreat, locate object, arcane lock, knock, detect thoughts,
Yep.
magic, and mage armor.
Nice. Frontline.
He's like, but I've heard that in war, they need people to like man the camps, cook and clean, do that kind of thing. It's actually very vital.
Indeed.
Yeah, any help is appreciated.
So perhaps I can do that.
Yeah, just, don't poison anyone.
You hear that?
She is. I was a Sparrow model during the last war.
Did someone say magic missile?
Don't mind. I'm picturing like she's standing there. And she keeps getting
Glitch
closer.
dips her just so she can pipe chime in when he walks away.
The one gilly, and then dips the other gilly?
Gilly dips Glitch. Glitch says something.
Correct.
It has been
What
a.
does Glitch say?
It has been a. It has been a tumultuous.
He sent him into prison for 10 years.
Oh God!
Not really.
I wouldn't care.
Yes!
Sarah says, yeah, I could help out in the logistics of it. Yes.
Any way that you feel comfortable.
Well, often the lords and ladies' homes in these kind of total wars become convalescent homes and places of logistics, so I'm sure I'll find my place. Oh, it's good to run into you again, and wonderful magic you did. Really quite impressive.
Thank you, Miss Ario. It was good meeting you again on better circumstances.
Wonderful to meet you. And he waltzes away.
I had a conversation with the Warforged. That was nice.
Yeah.
Now I need to go find the
Shale, or whatever her name is.
Shale, and
Not Shale,
the one who's
Slip.
in charge
Slip,
of.
who I modeled after Shale.
Yep.
Thank
sure
you,
did.
Meanwhile, for the best.
you.
Thank you all who are joining us tonight, hanging out with us during our nice RP sesh.
And the one who is the lead guard in Fort Mountain Hall.
Clutch Auroran, Epsilon.
Epsilon,
Yeah.
that's right. I'm gonna start making a Warforged list.
You do it.
Boy.
Yeah.
Enlarge doubles in all dimensions. Its weight is multiplied by 8.
Yep.
Were we on a top floor in
It's
this?
a stone castle.
I'm also very light.
Yeah, so he was like just south of 1,000 pounds times
Right.
8.
Yep.
So
If you,
I have
This-
access to the spell now. I can enlarge you for battles.
yes,
pew, pew. It's effective.
it really is.
Very effective.
And then you can haste yourself.
I could, well, not anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's a choice you've made.
It's probably for the best.
Well, I
For now.
can't haste you and enlarge you because they're both concentration.
It's all good.
So,
The square cube law is why it takes so much longer for 3D prints to go and make them bigger.
Enlarge sure is on the bard spell list now. Those,
it's on the druid spell list too.
It's a
I
fun
think
spell.
there's some mutation ones out of dark magic too that you could do for Druid.
Dire mutation.
You know what? If I had just
No.
read the book before to know. There was also create atmosphere for druids and dark matter. So basically, we can be in space and I can create atmosphere bubbles.
You sure can, and God
Yeah.
bless surviving in space with the mega damage that's now in the game. We can breathe a meteor. You take 850 points of damage.
Of mega damage.
Yeah. Well, 85 points of mega damage.
Good,
Well,
there.
there's
you
a
go.
couple of them.
8,500 points of damage.
There's a couple of them on the list that
Yeah.
do mega damage at like first and second level spells. That's
Yeah.
just like,
It can only be used in the void.
yeah, fair.
But if you let the
Anyway.
void in,
then you can use them all the time.
Well, you know what? I do have a standing invitation to harbor an egg. So
sure do.
Would you like
should
an egg during this dry time?
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
Okay, now the Whispering Father
You know
is now
what?
Danny DeVito in my mind.
Yeah, you know what? I think the land of cold unending doesn't look so bad right now. Comparatively. I think I might go back.
it's probably
Nice this
safer.
time of year.
Oof.
This is nice. Not teleporting from place to place or plotting to kill somebody. later that day.
Yeah, it's good having some downtime.
I almost do not know what to do with myself.
Enjoy the party.
Dance! One of the
And,
gillies
Misty
comes over
step
and
to the
starts
drink
dancing
table.
with you.
Misty stepping to the drink table. There's a little bit of applause near the drink table.
Justice is going to try to dance with Gilly because he
It's
doesn't
the
know.
illusory gilly, by
He
the
doesn't
way.
know how, so he's gonna like be channeling his
It's the illusory gilly.
his forms.
So that she doesn't get stepped on.
Yeah.
Okay.
At some point, I'll make my way behind the bar and mix up some drinks for the group.
Is the Heathens Collective here?
Wouldn't you know it, they sure are. As you look around, I was literally about to introduce JJ. You see that JJ is at the party. Yes! He seems to be staring at civilians from across the room.
Sorry.
Sure is.
He's holding a glass of champagne. He looks very good in his, it's like one of those really nice, like, old-fashioned tux with the ruffles, but instead of ruffles, it's like spider silk.
Nice.
Locked eyes from across the
Are
room.
the friends also here?
Uh-huh.
So Brom.
Well, you're here by no. Braun wouldn't be here, but you're here by definition. The friends are here. But
Yeah, you and
Sister
Alric.
Eileen is probably somewhere not in a grand ballroom, but she's around. She's making an appearance, and a couple of the other friends' agents are.
You know, basically anyone who's associated with them, right, in Mercinia is here. Because you, Alric, Sister Eileen is here, and the Countess. Look at that. Or, yeah,
The Grand
the
Duchess.
Grand Duchess. I did the thing that Chase said earlier.
That's alright. A
Sorry.
lot of noble titles.
It's just a slurry in my brain.
Yep. As soon as I said it, I knew it was wrong.
JJ is just kind of staring at you very
Yeah.
intently.
So, I'll Misty step over to him.
Kind of land in this puff of red magic.
I'm tired of walking around.
Walking around.
That is awesome.
Wow, what a noble.
And there's a little around you as you appear.
I have a lot of spell slots too.
He's at a
So many
party
Misty
for 10 minutes, and he like starts to channel his inner bougie like on my legs. They're broken.
I mean, it's very Gishari noble.
Uh-huh.
Both Ari and Gish noble. Magical displays showing how much reserves you have. How
Oh look, this doesn't cost me like anything.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
This is nothing.
I can do this all day.
How bright is it?
Relax for an hour, be
It's
able
dark,
to do it
it's
5
dark.
more times.
Perfect. I can just blip around endlessly.
Yep. Dim
Good.
light. Malish.
It's good to see you here. It's been quite a bit.
Yes, it has. Excuse me, that was a little miscast there.
It sure was. I was like, it's happening again. It's happening again.
That's all I can think about. How does the party find you?
Good so far. It's not terrible. Pretty decent as far as parties go. How about yourself?
I am overjoyed that we have found a foothold this far south. And I think the war will be a promising endeavor.
It definitely does help the war effort.
Yes, I never imagined that we would have such an easy time taking Eastwing. I thought it would be a bloody battle from the northern marches on down.
I mean, Selina did a lot of the heavy lifting on that one.
Yes, she is earning herself a reputation as a legendary spy master.
She is very good.
You flipped a Grand Duchess.
Sure did.
You sure did. In her dreams.
Yep.
While saving the world. Trying to save the world.
We'll
Your
save
hair
it
is your
from us.
face and your hair are the same color.
Yes, that is not an alliance we were counting on, so this has truly been a boon.
Definitely.
Although knowing her sympathies, it probably would have been a little easier than we anticipated, but this was truly an absolute win.
Mm-hmm.
However, it has been soured a little bit, if I may say, by the news that our once sacred prince has been killed.
Yes.
The heir to the Spirit Emperorship is dead. Solomaior is turned to dust at the hands of the Countess of Avamere.
That is correct.
A fact that you neglected to tell us at our little summit.
It was still very fresh in my mind. I was still having trouble coping with it and coping with everything.
That is a grace I can grant you, however. There are those of us among the Heathens Collective who are incredibly cross. You should keep that in mind moving forward.
I will. I'll keep my eye open, but if you pass along my apologies and whatnot if possible.
These kind of coalitions demand transparency and openness.
Exactly.
Another slight like that may cost us dearly.
I will keep that in mind.
Do you imagine you'll be heading home soon to your estate?
Yes, most likely.
I'm sure your rebellion against the South has not gone unnoticed, so you can expect some hostilities.
I'm sure of this. I don't know how much you know about this Colonel fellow, but his name keeps popping up, and he seems to have taken over the estate as well as multiple other things.
I know he's powerful. I know that even Arcano Sojourn, the Duke himself, fears the Colonel. Oh, and I know that the Colonel is the real power in Foggy Bottom.
Got it.
But I have heard through the grapevine that he has made enemies far, far south in the capital. Putting himself at odds with the Sojourn family has not won him any allies in the Presiding. So it's an interesting web. But he's an enigmatic figure nonetheless.
So I'm writing down Sojourn.
Arcano Sojourn, the Duke of Presta, which is the former Elven region. West of the rest.
Yep.
North of the Stone Marsh.
And where's his keep at? Is it in?
It is in Foggy Bottom / Lothrien.
Got it. Do you have any informants in the area at all, or keeping an eye out?
We do. Upon your directions, we of course reallocated our endeavors. But I have kept an ear or two within the homeland. Of course, I have. I have not been there in some time, not for any measurable length.
Sure.
I've passed through recently to collect information, and I have brought it to you. The Colonel is definitely anticipating your arrival.
I'm sure he is.
It is an interesting tale, his rise to power. He is a Leafmere. Or, excuse me, an Aramir, much like yourself. Excuse me. A high elf. Coming from a very poor family, somewhere down by the docks near where the Ribbitons and the Furbolg make their stay. He came from nothing. Worked his way up through the criminal underworld in a most ruthless fashion before going legitimate, becoming a baronet of some street.
Flotsam Street.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And he has kept that in a position of nobility and not risen a rung further. He is barely a landed gentry, yet he controls all of Foggy Bottom and most of Presta. He has a network of spies, vast. Wealth beyond imagining. But no noted power of his own. He's not said to be a particularly powerful mage or cunning warrior.
Just a good businessman.
Yes. And a talented criminal.
Do you know his true name?
No. No, everyone who knows it is dead.
Don't worry, he's probably family.
Probably.
The moniker is an interesting one, as he has, of course, never served in the military.
Yeah. I'll have to ask him about that when we meet.
He's an Aramir, so hopefully he'll observe some levels of pleasure and concordance.
True. We'll see then. If he came up from the bottom through criminal ties and whatnot, he may have thrown that all to the wayside.
Perhaps you can make an ally out of him yet.
Sure.
If he opposes Arcano Sojourn is allied with the Presidium.
Mm-hmm.
Could be an angle. I'll leave it to you. It is your home after all.
True. Well, I better go make rounds and whatnot. So
Enjoy
it's
your
good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you.
And I'll misty step away.
A little bit of applause. You see eventually that two of the members of the party, some count and some baron, they have a little bit too much to drink, and there's a kind of a bit of a cheering and a jeering as they part ways, and they still summon up these shields around them, and they have a bit of a duel. The count handedly besting the baron, the countess, we'll say, handedly besting the baron. Getting blasted away by some whizzing firecracker-like spell, slamming him into the drinks table, and everyone's couple gunshots in the air.
Deflection myself. Is this what the social elite do to let loose?
Are you asking the Gilly that you're dancing with?
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
You can't talk to her?
No.
Nope. It's an illusion.
You've been mighty quiet tonight, Gilly. This is unusual. Is everything okay?
She shrugs.
What's the cat that you can turn into? Or what? Crag cat?
The crag cat,
Does
yeah.
the crag cat have your tongue?
She just spins you.
I allow myself to be spun. That's fun. How long before I realize it's an illusion?
I don't know how long.
Roll investigation.
Yeah, there you go.
8+.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Gilly's,
Sure don't.
Gilly's spell save is like 17?
18.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, did you all go up in proficiency?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's just
No.
always been 18? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
up to
been-
18 now.
Jesus.
I think
Yeah.
it's been 8. Yeah, it's 18.
Okay, nice. 18, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you got the +1 from the thing.
Yeah,
And her
so I'm
bonus
at
is
18
one higher.
now. My DC's 18.
Because
too.
you just bumped your wisdom.
Yeah, I did, but I can't bump my wisdom anymore. I'm at
Nope.
20, it won't let me.
You never know.
Oh, are you using the wand of the war mage?
Her staff gives her
Oh, her
+1
staff.
to
Oh,
DCs.
right, right, right,
Yeah.
right, 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 right.
Attacks, yeah.
Nice.
What the fuck is your staff called?
Um,
The Clutch of the Elder Gods.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Been
Yeah.
a while.
Been a while. I would just like to say I pulled the NPC names. Just this mind is tight.
It is. Tweet.
Yeah, Epsilon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Dominus Epsilon.
Dominus Epsilon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dominus Epsilon, that's
JJ.
right.
Yeah.
JJ.
It's an easy one to remember. Mysterio Devant.
Mm-hmm. It's all good.
Yeah.
I used to try to keep notes by like locale. Now it's just by day. Okay. I've stopped trying to organize
Yeah,
them.
no, it's too much.
Yeah.
And honestly, between you and the player, like, you can remember the NPCs who are important. You know what I mean?
Right.
And between you and the players, you can usually, as long as you remember the relevance and their meaning to the story, that's all that matters. So the band played on. The band played on. Oh God. The part. That's a movie. really tragic movie. Yeah. The party continues. If there are no other scenes, we can go to break and pick back up with the morning and the celebration after.
Yeah, let's do that.
And give you.
Yeah, because Selina and Alec probably would have been like, this is really... Probably went and found a bar somewhere.
Going to the plastered mare.
Maybe not even that fancy, like...
What's the really dirty inn here? The giant.
Down in like the lower
The-
hall.
yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the dire. No, is it the dire board?
Yeah, the
The
dire board.
board. Yeah. Too bad this isn't Fort Mountain Hall. We could have gone to the flatulent keg.
No.
I remember that.
The wretch, yeah. Nice.
But yeah, probably just.
In the noxious rose.
Yes. You gotta go pretty far to get to the bad place, because you're in Barrow right now.
Yeah, probably not terrible, but just not surrounded
Going down to the
by-
kitchen and partying
yeah.
with the servants.
There you go.
Just not being surrounded by such opulence and arrogance.
Yeah. I love the mage party aesthetic.
Yeah.
Never really touched on that before. I guess because the last time the party was assassination, and then you're partying with Morgan a lot.
Right.
So
Yeah.
never got around to it.
And Morgan's was just a lot of face shit, so.
Yeah, very Orlesian in here.
And
Sure is.
and having
Sure
been
is.
fighting the aristocracy for so long, to be surrounded by them is just cloying. Just imagine like how uncomfortable.
Not knowing if any of them are truly your friends.
So uncomfortable.
I'm just taking a lot of notes. You know,
Yeah.
makes it easier to infiltrate said parties later.
But yeah, probably would have stopped for a second just to extend thanks to Cassandra and then probably just, Irish goodbye our way out of the party.
That's fun.
Whether celebrating on our own or with others.
Wonderful. Love it.
Break? Oh,
No.
sorry.
So Gilly will try to dance with Cecilius.
Okay.
If you can catch me, I'm just teleporting for
Far step.
Yep.
Counter
So
spell.
if I far step,
I mean...
if I far step, I can teleport 10 times in a minute.
Just wait. Okay, never mind.
No, I'll stop. Yes.
Care to dance?
Sure.
Cool. Send the illusory duplicate over to dance with Glitch.
Glitch bows.
Glitch knows.
Yes, correct.
I see her dancing with him and do a double take. Confused.
I love it. So I didn't really hear much of anything with that, but you sure looked uncomfortable. You okay?
Yeah.
Figured you might have needed saving, so came here. Hello?
Yeah.
This is so great.
Just a bit. It's like old times, but it's different still.
When you say old times, that can mean a lot of different things.
I mean, like the pot is the whole
the party.
gish
Right,
thing.
right,
It's
right,
just-
right.
We've been through so much, and I don't know. It's different. So lots of stuff.
JJ seemed a bit unhappy.
Yeah. Apparently they're not too. There's parts of the collective that aren't happy about me withholding the information about Beverly. But
I mean,
understandable, honestly.
at the same time, it's kind of a lot to process.
It is.
First, he's been dead or lost for forever.
We're just gonna
And
try
then, oh, it's
We found him, and then he
there, and then he's dead, and then that's a lot. And, no one else knew, and
Yeah.
knowing that the Countess just murdered him like that.
That whole night's was heavily up on my mind. for quite a
Yeah,
while.
there's a whole lot of that. I mean, I get it.
All this suffering is all from that. But all we can do is move forward. Clean up the messes we made.
I understand that you didn't want to talk about it, but I'm glad that it came out, because it's relevant information to what's going on.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be difficult to convince people that we shouldn't be working with the Countess of Avamere. Turns out,
No.
pretty damn
Not as
easy to
such.
convince people of that.
definitely made that an easy is a decision for us.
Well, who knows? Maybe
She's mostly fallen off the face of them.
we won't have to deal with her at all. Maybe,
Yeah.
she'll go after a Vargash and a Vargash will kill her, or she'll kill a Vargash, whatever.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about her movements as of late, so.
Yeah, that's
I'm
something
sure
that we
she'll
should try to keep
rear
some
her-
sort of track on.
I'm sure she'll rear her head at some point.
Oof.
Probably when we least want her
Hey, Selina's a spy, and she's from there.
to. True. But we have Selina look into it, or maybe see if the friends.
Maybe she
Keep an
knows
eye on
someone up there. I don't know.
I don't have friends. I don't want them to die. Kidding.
It's
Well-
inevitable.
So far, most of them have. But yeah, that would be good to not lose sight of her and where she's going.
No.
Or, the fact that even if she does crop up somewhere, she might just be a simulacrum. Because that's totally happened before.
Or illusion
That's a
or
spell we
anything
need.
else. Yeah, that is.
That sure would be great.
Bit of the ways off still.
Yeah.
I've tried to read some of those books on it. It's
Yeah, I can't get it to work either.
complicated. It is very complicated. But hopefully one day we'll get there.
Whew. One can hope.
All in due time. Alright.
You guys find every way you can to say, like, eventually,
Yeah.
when the time is right. Just for 5 minutes.
With some experience.
Yeah.
After an appropriate time period has passed.
Yes.
Do much studying.
After a pretty
That's right.
brief sojourn.
After a brief sojourn.
Yes. Yes.
I do
there
like
it
I
is.
do like the idea of Sevilius and Gilly like discussing like arcane matters, as different levels of trained like scholars on magic. It's pretty cool. I just learned a bunch and stuff.
Boy. I
So
have
you
figured
didn't
out a couple of
I know.
tricks
Such
that
a
might be useful soon. Well, this one.
the split.
Yeah.
The image.
Yeah. Justice
Oh.
didn't even know it wasn't me.
Yeah, he's justice.
Justice.
Hey, I fooled Justice.
He certainly
That's
did.
like some sort of metaphorical something or other, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I don't have my headband on. Can't make the appropriate joke. I'm not putting the pieces together. But yeah, and that whole that one where you conjure this giant hand.
Biggled no.
Biggledoos!
Big,
Biggledoos!
Just
Biggledoos murder myth!
Big Viz. Yeah. I've seen that one a couple times before. Haven't been able to master it myself. But
I think I figured it out.
you should show it off. And suppose like that at these parties.
I mean, I'd have to concentrate on it, and I'm already concentrating on, having a double.
that'd be really cruel. You like dismiss it and just no killing.
That's drama.
Shrugs and keeps going.
I've learned a couple of tricks with extra talent.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah.
That's not Blink.
No, it's not. It's I can just pop around pretty quickly within a minute. It takes a little bit of concentration to do it, but
Oof, but with that sword of yours,
yeah,
that should be
very
good.
handy. I also got one that can teleport other people within 120 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll be fun.
look at that.
Interesting to use.
I finally figured I should probably learn how to teleport myself a little bit too.
Yeah, that's probably helpful.
Because, there have been some issues. with
Yep.
that.
Cloak is not always going to be there to
Right.
drag you out of whatever.
Correct.
He is a good cloak, but
The best.
I'm glad you're taking care of him.
The best cloak. Cloaky Billows.
He suits you. Anyway, I'll let you get back to dancing with your glitch and
Well, just if you ever need like rescuing from something like that, just I don't know. Give me a little sign.
I will. I'll let you know.
All right.
Thank you. And then I misty step.
Oh, fuck! That's disconcerting. Glitch.
Coming. As the party winds down, there's as the procession of people start to leave, all the lords and ladies and the mages and their stewards, they all send off these kind of really big fireworks, fireballs, and even firestorms and pyrokinetics, magic missiles,
I'll throw a couple fireballs in.
all sorts of arcane
I sent
energy
a patch up.
firing into the sky. A couple of mages are flying around and showing off, weaving in and out of the fireballs. There are clerics casting powers of light as this kind of beautiful, arcane, divine, and natural energy radiates from the keep. The city cheering, unified at last. And the night drifts away from you, and you get another extended rest. And with that, we're going to go to break, and we'll be back.
Woo!
Thank you all who are joining us tonight. It is wonderful. This has been absolutely great to do. Did you want to remind people?
Yeah, so we are doing a pretty mega giveaway.
Yeah.
There should be a link right there in chat to the Twitter post about it. But you can also sign up via Instagram if you prefer that as well. So just head over to Instagram. So there are instructions there. They're pretty simple, but we're giving away 2 hardback dice. Dice. 2 hardback dice, 2 hardback books, including this
Dark
one.
Matter!
Yeah! Which is the book that we're getting some of these sweet new spells for. It's 5th ed compatible. We are also going to be giving away 2 shirts, 2 mugs, 1 shirt from our store with designs of your choice. And yeah,
Thank you,
just
So
lots of-
Nerdware.
Yeah, thank you, So Nerdware. Yeah, and the dice are from Dice Envy. We're giving a Descent into Avernus and this book too.
Yep.
So yeah, it's really easy. All we need to do is
Like, retweet, follow the Twitch channel, tell your friends.
Yeah.
And or go on Instagram, like that, and tag one of your friends on Instagram.
Yeah. But most importantly, follow us here if you're not already.
Yep. We will do the drawing once we reach 1,200 Twitch followers. So we've already had a bunch. We are back. The Prism has just concluded a party at the Pearl Isle Keep.
No one died
No one died, as all the lords and ladies of the land.
except Gilly's duplicate.
Yep. And the common folk and the merchants and the traders. So we're all there.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're good.
What if the duplicate is like a Meeseeks and that's actually summoned into life?
It's one of your modalities.
Just to exist for
a moment.
Fleeting. I want to live.
This is an invisible sun.
Are you sure you're not the clone, Gilly?
Oh!
Y'all need to quit.
Cold Suns 3.0.
No.
We need more Cold Suns. I want to play Cold Suns again.
Damn
Can we actually shift topics here? Let's talk about when's the next time you're going to run Cold Suns for me, you little emaciated little punk.
Wow.
We can't talk about that.
You know, we were talking about aggression earlier.
I said I wouldn't attack you in game. I made no promises about out of it.
That's right. Also, should I set up that big goal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could. I should run one again soon.
Yeah?
You know, I have some plot ideas. Have some ideas where you guys are going. You know, fight me,
Fight punk.
fight punk. The level 3 punks.
This window is passed. Okay. So we pick back up in the next morning. Everyone kind of waking up a little on the later side. Some of you, well, waking up. I know I stepped on it. the morning coming for most of the city. Later, them all waking up, people kind of hungover, expending their spell slots far too late, needing extra little nap to recover. But the city is yours, and there will be a ceremony after, breakfast, brunch, whatever have you. For anything you want to do before the ceremony. Good night, Emma. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you all who are joining us. Elros, it's good to see you lurking. The lurkers make this whole thing possible.
That's
Chatters, lurkers, we all pull
We
together.
love y'all.
Love y'all.
You're the best.
I will, knowing that everyone was up late. Well, actually, no one else sleeps. I'm gonna make some coffee. Oh no, she does the coffee. I do the drinks.
I sure do.
Would you like some hair of the dog that bit you?
I don't recall fighting any dogs.
It's an expression.
It's a human expression.
Oh, well.
It means putting alcohol in your coffee in the morning.
Just keep drinking.
I mean, this is
Oh,
a
so-
celebration.
Shouldn't we have like a different term for that? Like, would you like to
Day drink.
Would you like
pretend
to?
to be Civilius?
Would you like to? Would you like to bib alcohol in the morning? It's less vague.
A little nip wouldn't hurt, I don't think.
Give her a little. Perhaps that is why they call it hair of the dog that bit you, if it is a nip.
Oh, look at you with the humor. You're getting better at it.
Thank you. I've been told that I'm quite funny.
You sure are.
Yep.
One of the nobles last night, he was very inebriated. He said that I'm very funny.
I'm sure he was an excellent judge of that.
Yes. The funniest warforged I know, is what he said.
Right.
It's quite the compliment.
It sure is.
Very good.
Did you enjoy yourself?
It was a good night.
I saw you and Ulrich made your Athadian goodbye.
Because there's no Ireland.
I know. Never heard it called that, but you guys seem to be enjoying yourself, and it seems safe enough.
It was a very interesting experience.
Those are words you could use. Absolutely. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, it was nice to be at a party and not having a target to assassinate.
It's always the highlight of my parties. Yeah?
Most parties. Huh.
Yeah.
Not like that.
I do not get invited to many parties. Although I have
I
been
can
in...
see why. I mean, if you keep killing people when you know them.
I shall say that I've been invited to exponentially more parties after forming up with you. I normally have to forge the entry to the party or find somebody who was invited and then, well, making sure that they cannot attend.
Wow. Glitch says, can I please have some bacon before you start talking about the time you used to kill people to go to parties?
Here.
Thank
Pocket
you.
bacon.
And again, I'm a master of the soul well, so I guess I should glass houses and all. Anyway.
It's not like you chose that.
So we're just doing some sort of ceremony today?
Oh, the Grand Duchess says. So imagine you're all eating with her.
Over there, just chatting.
She says, yes. She's kind of staring at Justice. She says, yes, awards will be handed out.
That was so long. That was so long ago. It's like 3 months.
So far away.
So far away.
In Warforged years.
So, ceremony, and then how long are we in town? What are we doing? Are we taking a week off? Can we take a week off?
I don't know. I mean, do you think a Volgish is going to take a week off?
No.
Alright then. You've answered your question.
Are there any side quests that we would like to accomplish?
Well, let's see. There's the Life Forge that we need to worry about.
Yeah.
Indeed.
There's
The corruption of your people.
I've not lost sight of that.
there's some other Fae folk we could track down.
On this plane
the
or
different-
another?
No,
This
here,
one?
that Renaud told us about.
Right. We could reach back out to Reynard and see how he's doing. Just touch base, see if he's made contact with anyone.
Oh, Renard. That was fun.
Renard the fox.
Yeah.
Touch base with Morgan to see how we're doing with that whole thing. We can maybe deal with our buddy, not buddy, friend of my enemy of my enemy situation. Mr. Finkelstein.
Oh yeah, we could travel back to hell.
There's that we could do.
I just like the thing that
The Grand Duchess is just like,
Alric slowly sipping tea, smooching away.
Well, you know.
We get around.
So the normal check-ins, gathering allies still.
not
I
being
don't
able
know
to
if
turn
you've
it off.
heard anything else from
Correct.
your cloak.
Eurysidro?
Yeah.
What would I have heard from her?
I don't know if there's other pieces to the staff, if there's other pieces of her.
Yes and yes.
Oh, okay. So that's also on our list then.
Yeah. I think Athadia is one of the places on the list for the staff. Oh, please. It is in one of my note sections here.
the Shard of Terran is mostly found the Eternal or Deep Earth, as it's known. The Shard of Terran is mostly found in the Stone Marsh, though you could probably find it in some of the mountainous regions of Athadia. And then the Spark of Oron, which is the ever-living tempest, or excuse me, the immortal tempest, can be found in the Elementai Mountains of Antinia.
There you go.
Antinia, and then you said Cardoon as well.
Yeah. No,
Not
they
that
can
I-
all be found in Cardoon. You can take that staff to Cardoon anytime you want.
Good idea.
Leap over that boundary and just be fine.
Seems like a poor choice
Yeah.
based on that tone of voice.
They only will absolutely kill for it. Every single man, woman, child, lord, and lady, and
Like
ally.
the orphanage opens up and the kids all run out and
So
die.
is
It's an
We-
incredibly important artifact.
If we remember our
to
lore
Cardoon.
drop from, who was the psychic that we spoke with? The fortune teller, the future teller.
The person that we helped smuggle into the Glide?
Yes.
Avery.
Yeah, Avery.
Okay. Ted says he likes to be called.
We'll have to. Well, we could check in with him as well. It's been some time. The friends, I'm sure, would know.
I'll set it up.
I saw.
He gave us some information that this staff is an ancient artifact of Cardoon. Probably shouldn't go there. So Antinia and Stone Marsh. So Stone Marsh we're already going to be traveling to at some point. As a little side quest.
And we also should be paying a visit to the Colonel in Foggy Bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And that's kind of connected to your Life Forge, though, it seems.
We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
We certainly can.
Anywho, can you please tell us what this ceremony entails?
I just thank you for your. The Grand Duchess says, "I'll just be thank you for everything you've done, and handing out some awards to help you on your journey.
Do we have to give any speeches?
No, nothing so garish. Can if you want.
I would prefer not to.
Okay.
Should we sing a song?
Right now.
No, like on the thing.
You're welcome to say anything you like.
Can't think of anything right now.
She got so excited. I love it.
I think we have a
That
little
was
bit
cute.
of time before the sound.
That was so cute. Can we sing a song? I can't think of anything right now.
Why'd you put me on the spot like that?
That was great.
We set up a bit goal, y'all.
I don't see it.
Well, I mean, you'd have to put it up
show
on
it
that.
on the thing. If they're, I think it's hidden right now. I don't know where it's positioned currently. With the new
We've
overlay.
got it though.
Yes. Wait, oh, it was
Yes.
there for a second. Yes.
Son of a bitch.
I don't
Rob's
know where the hell to put it.
glitter
It can
beard.
go.
It's good.
It can go
You're good.
Right,
Right
right,
there.
right.
I mean, right under the name is fine, I guess.
Yeah.
right over Rob's
Yes.
face.
Yeah. Just
Perfection.
make it. Sorry, with the delay, I couldn't see what it was doing for a
I don't
while.
know. Right there, I guess.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, actually, in that banner, like right up there.
I think that's where the new follows.
Yeah, that's where the new follows and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But the alert box does supersede it, so it should be mostly the
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
If the alert
right
box
over
is
to-
on top, it'll go over top
She
of
just
the alert
goes
box.
left a little bit since it's over the G of Ghost.
Yeah, I got
It's
it.
host in the machine.
Host in the machine. Hey, that's the new title of the episode. Because
Yes.
we were talking to a host.
No.
Overruled.
Oh man.
I aspire to do better than that.
See, Corey believes it should be host in the machine.
Nobody asked Corey.
Oh, wow.
So dark, so grim.
So, anything that we can do for Mercinia to solidify anything here before we go?
You've done enough for Mercinia.
Pardon us, we seem to not know what to do with ourselves. I do not believe that we have been idle for more than...
10 seconds.
Yeah, we don't know what this is.
I see that. Yet here you are with an opportunity and a choice.
Oh, no, we don't do well with those.
I'm getting the feeling.
Last couple times we chose wrong.
Don't have a good track record.
I let the hell get in.
You let the void in.
Sure did.
So, I overheard our friends talking about some of their newfound abilities last night and witnessed some of them as I kind of like glare over at Gilly for a second. Have you acquired any new abilities?
A few?
Thunderstep.
Yeah.
Thunderstep away.
Destroying the breakfast table and everything.
There you go.
I'm not sure what all of them do yet. I need to.
Aw, thank you, Miwa.
Ah! Why are we?
Were you going to bump it
Oh!
for the previous 500 that he gave?
Yeah, maybe we can stack them in.
Oh, should I do that? I
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
Hang on.
So, there's things I need to understand, but some we've already heard and seen. I know for a fact that I can do some of the things that Gilly has done. I guess I've seen her do them enough that I can revivify people and protect them from good and evil.
That is helpful.
I hope so.
Okay, so we should be up at 1,000.
I can do this now, and I'm gonna just run up, like, just stand up and run up the wall behind me, and then drop down
That
as
is
far as it goes.
quite impressive.
There we go.
Haven't you done that before? I seem to remember you climbing a wall in a fight. A sparring match.
That was mostly jumping.
It's mostly
Just-
jumping. So what's this? How's it different?
Jumping with style.
Less jumping, more
Thank
running.
you, Miwa, for the
Oh my
500 bits of
goodness.
donation. Thank you for the
No.
support. It means a lot to us.
He's gonna have so much glitter.
Yeah, I get to help with this, right?
Yes.
You're gonna be
Yes.
stuck
You
with
can
it.
help with
Oh yes.
Miwa,
My-
Miwa,
I'm gonna
just
go
make
on
sure you
Amazon
can make
tonight
your
look for
rent.
biodegradable.
Meanwhile, I slept in the car last night, but Robin.
Anyone out there only ever
Yeah.
get what you can afford.
Yes,
Right,
exactly.
yes.
And not.
Take care of yourself first.
Yes.
Glitter beer. So this is less jumping and more running. Like if there was a liquid surface, I feel that I could also run across it as well.
The Grand Duchess throws some wine on the floor.
I'll run across it.
Wow.
You see, if you would have looked extremely closely, you would see that my foot did not touch the
I have
floor
a very
below it.
good eye for detail. I saw it.
Thank you. I think that it will serve.
Or it'd be mimosa, I guess. It's
Okay.
breakfast.
What was it?
It's mimosa,
Mimosa?
not wine.
Oh, who's gonna
Yeah,
judge?
she's a Grand Duchess. She doesn't know.
Who's gonna judge?
I mean, there is wine in a mimosa, so.
And how are you acclimating?
To what?
Just kind of gesture around.
I've always lived here.
Does it not feel different?
It's less lonely.
You've always lived here. But have you lived here yet?
I've always felt at home at the keep. I've always felt comfortable here. There's just times that I long to be able to do more and be more part of things. It's very strange to live somewhere that you both find comforting and feel like a prison. But things are better now. Don't know what we'll ever do with Birdie, but things are better now. One hopes that when the war is won and all of his allies are either imprisoned, dead, or surrendered, he'll give up and move on.
Those who are smart after they've lost a war always assimilate.
Unfortunately, there seems to be a lot of stupid people in this country.
You said it.
I'm quite stubborn.
It was when you were
It's quite obnoxious, really.
speaking of being adaptable earlier. They cannot adapt to their new circumstance.
No.
Speaking of not adaptables, I'd recommend that we take care of whatever ceremony or ritual that is befit of Shellatrax before we do anything else. Maybe after the ceremony today, nice and quiet, no pomp and circumstance.
No.
I would agree to that.
There's already been a pyre constructed outside of the city limits to burn her.
There we go. Oh no, I just thought of something. Where is the goat? How long is it
So-
going to be a goat for?
It's not been a goat for a very long time. It is in an appropriate location, away from the Kraken, and not decaying in the middle of the street. Oh my god.
Oh shit, we forgot about the
You don't have to say everything. Some of the action happens off screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. There's a
It
bag
would have
in
been
the
handled.
fridge. There's a bag in the fridge.
Just all of a sudden.
Oh my god. Crazy people. Oh no. Okay. But yeah. I don't know that I said it outright, but I'd like to be present for that. Respectful.
So what do you think you will all do after the war? Have you given it any thought?
I think a lot of that depends on what the state of things are at the end of the war.
True.
let us say it turns out the way that we hope that it does.
Well,
2 of us have ruling positions to go back to.
I mean,
fix the arresting light? Maybe? Because that's not the only thing we have to deal with. I mean, the war isn't the end, right?
I'm saying after that.
Oh, so after the war.
Yes.
Woo! Wow.
I'm asking because I had not given it much thought before. I've always had a goal. What do you do once those goals are done?
I think I'll figure it out then. I don't know. But I guess I have, like Selina said, you know, the glide to take care of.
And you, Selina?
I already made plans after one war. Those didn't pan out.
What would you envision?
It's a different world than it was 15 years ago. I'm just kind of staring at Alric, probably next to me.
Misa pipes up. Well, I've been through many wars, much more than anyone here, and I've seen the tides of history change, and I do think a lot about what I'm going to do after all this hubbub is over, because it will pass one way or another. I think I'd like to open up my shop again.
That'll be a great place to visit, no matter where you are.
I already had a vacation, so I think I'm good for a few centuries. And I think she went on a vacation when she closed up her shop the first time before dying.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I thought she was calling her death a vacation. Like,
She would do that too,
no.
but she literally went on vacation. She literally
Yeah, that
closed
does
up.
sound like a Mesa thing to say.
Yeah.
But I understand what you mean. What do we want out of all this? We're slogging through this life. What's it all for if not some kind of belief, some kind of love, some kind of plan afterwards?
I'm coming to that realization after, well, some wise words from a friend of mine. I'm going to glance over at Gilly.
Really? Because she doesn't seem to have a clue.
She told me that there is more to my life than freeing the Warforged.
So what are you going to do?
I think I would like to make music. Perhaps food.
You know, I think you'd get along real well in the glide.
There's a conservatory. It has a restaurant.
Yeah.
I could train more with Naz.
Be a good life. I'm going to have to redecorate that cathedral. It's empty. Probably haunted by now, let's be honest.
The last time I saw it, it was quite overrun with...
Plants! I heard! There were deer in there! They found the plant life. It was like a grove.
It was the strangest thing.
Yes!
It was the strangest thing.
Absolutely overgrown.
I do not know how something like that happened so quickly.
And the colors were quite interesting.
I hear the fog was just so thick it must be haunted.
Yes. Horrible. Some evil druid has set up shop in my cathedral.
The last time we faced an evil druid, we were chased by an undead Tyrannosaurus.
You know what? You didn't know there was
That's
a druid
true.
there. None of us did.
I thought we were told eventually.
We found it. We found out
We
eventually.
saw signs.
Yeah, but
Because-
then they disappeared.
Because
Yeah, but
they
we-
all
we
disappeared
knew.
because Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to think about, but it's a long road ahead. Even after the war, apparently we have to fix the arresting light. But then that really should be it, right? Oh, thank you, Chromatic Chimera!
Thank you.
We hope, I think it was Agora's Bell Week, Bells Week, and I hope
I think
Agora's
so,
Bells
yeah.
went very well.
Nice.
Hey, get big and heavy.
You'll notice we have two things going on right now. One,
Yes.
if you check out our Twitter, we are doing a follower goal right now. So if you follow here on Twitch and go check out the rest of those
I
rules.
posted the link. Make sure
Yeah.
you're doing the giveaway.
Yeah, join in our giveaway because it's a lot of really good stuff. Also, we're doing a bit goal right now.
Woo-hoo!
When we reach it, Rob is going to make his beard full of glitter.
Yep.
Rob's glitter beard.
Glitter beard.
I think the only reason he's agreed to this is because he's not feeling great and has not thought this through.
Well, you know what? You're committed now. So,
Yep.
I mean, there's a tracker up there and everything.
yeah. Bless
Oh,
you.
Too late.
I'm
We're-
allergic to glitter.
I
Sorry.
was about to say.
That's awesome, Samwise. We're having a party and a celebration episode after so long string of encounters and wars and resurrections.
Oh, yeah.
We have
Lots
a
of
nice, quiet RP sesh here. It's very nice and very healing.
It sure is.
So she continues, Mieza. Definitely something to keep in mind and cherish. And honestly, hold on to when these moments come. It won't be quiet for another very long time. Kiss your lovers, say your goodbyes, and look onto the horizon, because these moments are few and far between. Savor it.
We finally hit a place where we don't have to rush about. Things
True.
are important, but they're not dire.
The calm before the storm, as it were.
Mesa,
Yes.
what do you think you are going to be up to in the coming days?
I'm going to be training mages. Casting spells. Defending the city of Cragmandu from devilish incursions.
Do you think you might have some time to spend with Desatrus?
She's expected to attend the War Council meetings, so yes, I'll be spending some time with her.
I won't presume to say. Well, I just get the impression that you don't think very highly of her. Which, isn't necessarily undue. But I think she wants to try to be more. And I think that some encouragement and guidance could go a long way.
And it gives you a very discerning look. You can see the power behind her eyes, the ability to see truth, lies, the very heart of people. Well, I suppose with the world ending and all, it's not a bad time to be nice to someone I can't really stand. Listen, it's not personal, but when the push came to shove, she served a very despicable lord, very subserviently. But the past is the past. I could try to counsel her, be nice, give her a word of encouragement. I certainly won't treat her with disdain any longer. She is part of the War Council after all.
I think she wants to do better.
Good. It's about time, and if that's true, then helping her should not be so hard.
I just think it's a bit of a delicate balance right now, you know? Feeling less than your peers and you kind of get yourself into a mental cycle of expecting failure from yourself and expecting other people to not respect you. I think I just think she could use a little extra care. I think it's a delicate time. It's an easy time for her to get dissuaded, or for a little encouragement to really build her up. I know a lot of it is up to her, but not all of us are as resilient to outward criticism or criticism from others, especially people we look up to.
I hope that her position of leadership, proper leadership, surrounded by people who've done the work, helps her. But I'll certainly try to counsel her what it's like to be a dragon of a city. For real this time.
I know a lot of it's up to her, but I think that would go a long way.
Be nice to not be the only one in the north who Kayla should.
Sure would. I think it'd be good for both of you if it works out. I'm not saying you ever have to like her per se. I know that's a whole long way to go. Might be able to build something though. Some sort of rapport.
She kind of looks away and stares down at her drink. Grand Duchess pipes up. Well, time for some awards.
Oh boy. I still haven't thought of a song. Shit.
And she stands up, and as is customary, the other people at the table stand up. She walks you into the grand throne room where the lords and ladies are in attendance, common people as well, merchants and traders.
Before we step into the next room, I lean into Gilly. What should I be wearing? Because I'm probably still in whatever the combat fatigues are.
You didn't change for the party?
Oh my god. That's amazing.
Oh my god.
The Grand Duchess can actually hear you, and she says, "No one expects you to wear anything else. You're heroes. You don't have to dress for these kind of things." And opening the doorways, she stands in front of the throne. She says, "Lords, ladies, artisans, merchants, commoners, gather here today for a final farewell to our heroes. They have businesses of much import to do. Shellatrax has been defeated. Our once proud guardian turned tail and against her fair city. Her horde is being liquidated for the war effort, but we have snatched a few prized possessions from it to adorn our heroes. First, a cape, which allows the user to teleport. The Cape of the Mountebank, once worn by a rather famous criminal who once tried to sneak into Shellatrax's horde and regretted it. Dimensional shackles.
Uh-oh.
Used to
That's that side of the
shield.
table.
I'm just passing them out at random.
Just pass it there.
Used to prevent otherworldly beings from teleporting. A book. When once read, increases the wearer's constitution permanently.
Oh wow.
Last but not least, a shield that fared a very proud and stalwart knight very well until he came against the wrong dragon. A sentinel shield, which provides the wearer advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks.
Uh-oh.
That's a great shield.
That's going to you, because no one else uses a shield.
Oh, nice.
I can't use a shield. Yeah.
Right, you don't use a shield, right?
I can't.
Right, that's
sorry,
what I
it
thought.
stops working.
I think the only shield proficient people are you and you. I think you're technically proficient in shield.
No thanks. Listen, it's a wisdom thing. Clearly it's going to be wasted here.
That's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, no, this is, I used this in a one-shot once, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's
Yeah.
an amazing shield.
Yeah,
It's
that's something
fun.
I like.
Zero
too.
had
Shoot.
one.
Advantage on initiative, huh?
Yeah.
Zero sure had
Yeah.
one.
Doesn't work with unarmored defense.
Don't I have one in your game?
You might.
Yeah, I think I do. No, it...
You don't have shield proficiency.
Oh no,
Right.
Mrs. Claus had one from
Yeah.
that's where I had it. It's like I played it with you guys.
Yeah, and yeah, I know it bleeds. The crowd cheers. Heroes of the Messenia. honorary. Hold on. Gleaming knights. Oh, glittering knights. Shimmering knights. Fuck me. I should have made these also similar. The knights. Honorary Knights of Gleaming.
Honorary Knights of Gleaming, huh?
Yeah, they also don't require attunement. Yeah, Knights of Gleaming are just the name of the... Each city has its own little name for guards. Shimmering Knights were...
This is the part of Skyrim where we go become a part of every faction.
Not exactly. Some of these cities hate you, so it's a problem.
Well,
Yeah, for now.
so far.
I mean, we already acolyte robes. Oh boy.
Thank you for your generosity.
Thank you for your service. Now go. Do what heroes do. Come back with more good news.
Sure.
Bowing to the crowd.
Everyone kind of cheers as you part through the crowd. Everyone's kind of shaking, leaning out to shake your hands. Inflict wounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Saying farewell, bidding you adieu. You see Monsieur Duvant give you a little bow as you all part.
Leading people in, we are the champions, my friends.
I don't know that song. Someone says from the crowd.
It's a sing along. Don't worry. It's a callback.
Okay. We are. No, wait. What's the melody for this one? The crowd.
Champions.
My friends.
Are the champions.
My friends.
We will rock a Vorgish. How about that one?
The crowd's like,
All of them
Oh,
just
well.
incapable.
Well, you know what? This city's a lost cause. We should just move on.
Perhaps we should have let Shellatrax take it. Well, you can cast Resurrection now. We can always just bring her back.
Oh no! Stop!
Setting her loose.
is there anything you want to do specifically at the Shellatrax burial, or just say that it happened?
No, just being there and just making sure everything runs smoothly. Just
It's Hags 2.0.
being respectful.
Okay.
It's one of
Sure.
those things where, you know, you stay until the bodies burn just as a presence.
Does Mai's go?
Yeah.
It's your turn. While they're spreading the ashes, I would like to ask, how many of the great dragons are left?
Well, that's just the thing. There is Ravos the Red. There's me, the Gold. There's Tassadris. There were formerly, of course, the Black Dragon of Spyrock, but of course she's dead. There is the Burrow Master of Elder's Rise. Great Sandworm.
Are they like you, or are they like, glance over to where they're spreading Shellatrax's ashes?
They're different. They are I am descendant from Protodrakes. The Burrow Master is descended from, well, something else entirely. But it's still technically a dragon. Anyway, Elder's Rise barely has a population or an army to speak of, so they're out of the game. And also the dwarven city beneath them would sack them the moment they stretch their greedy little fingers too far. So.
Is there any chance that the dwarves would pay any interest to what's going on?
No, the dwarves were only ever conquered by Gish after the Concordance, and their status as Thaig is very much not to their liking, but they would sooner burn their own set their beards on fire than get involved in another surface war.
Right. Is the whole, hell thing affecting that area, do we know?
I've scarcely been to a dwarven city.
Okay.
And we never
It's
ended up
something we
with
haven't
one.
thought about before, Like, if the land itself is changing, would that affect other people who live here that aren't really invested in the whole thing.
The dwarves are practically a world under their own.
After our recent trip to Unguli, perhaps that is for the best.
It's a vast and complex world full of many mystical forces. The dwarves of Kelvalkaran are probably doing just fine. For now. Anyway.
So, side note, this shield makes my passive perception a 24. Oh my god.
That's good.
That's crazy.
And there is, of course... Technically, she's a concert dragon. But she keeps to herself. There is the green dragon of Presta, or Lothrien, Foggy Bottom. She is said to walk in the woods.
A green dragon.
Yep. The green
And
dragon.
live in a gnarled maze, far from everyone. So,
She must
she have a
not
name?
be a direct descendant of the proto-dragons.
oh, she is. She's a proper dragon, just as I am. Her name is Sindrasil.
With a C or an S or
S.
I've heard that name before, right?
Nope.
No?
S-I or S-Y?
S-Y.
Does it spur anything from Eurysadra?
Eurysadril pops up. Ah, there she is. One of my last daughters.
Made that connection.
Yep.
That'll be an interesting reunion when we eventually meet her.
I hope you don't. She keeps to the woods for a reason. She's full of power and gnarl and viciousness. If she stays out of it, I recommend you too. As far as I know, she hasn't been tapped for this whole thing. Again, she's part of the concert, but not really.
I have a feeling our paths will cross whether we want him to or not.
Well, I hope you survive.
Because Maeza knows what the mantle is, right? Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Those are the dragons of the concert. Now, there are the regional dragons of great import, like the lake dragon of Midrim.
And what was that dragon's name?
The lake dragon.
The late.
The lake.
Lake.
Like a dragon of lakes.
There's a lake in between, right in the middle.
Right there on.
The names.
Hopefully they stay out of it, but the blue dragon of Fort Mountain Hall.
He's dead. Oh, can't remember if Maisie was told about the lich.
Well,
Tyrgold died during the Civil War.
yep.
Just kind of looked
That
over
is-
at Civilius.
That is true.
What?
It's just
I mean,
not
none
the
of us
entire
could
thing.
tell her, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
it's your
she's-
man.
She sure... That dragon sure died. But that sure wasn't the end of it.
Yeah, when she died fighting my aunt,
Yeah.
Carlaza. She's a lich now, and so is the dragon.
Oh.
It's like,
Draco Lich. Charming.
yeah, we didn't know they were there until
A whole
we got
bunch of
brought down.
vampires in
Yeah.
Fort Mountain Hall. It's a whole thing.
Oh yeah,
It's a whole
we
problem.
should stay away from.
I've
Fort
heard the
Mountain.
rumors of Fort Mountain Hall.
Yeah, well, I
just
don't think
chock
the
full
rumors
of it,
anymore.
yeah. Full of them to the brim.
What a
Just
country to be
taming.
saved.
What time to be alive.
And was Fort
Gaming.
Mountain Hall, was it in the region that was being, like, controlled by the Gish to the south? Or
Fort
is-
Mountain Hall is properly under Gish control. It's as goes Midrim, so goes the rest.
You know what? I know what I want to do when we're done with this whole thing, this whole war shit. I want to learn simulacrum so I can send a simulacrum of myself to, like, help deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That would be useful.
Could also learn how to bifurcate.
What's that?
It's where you occupy two locations at once.
I mean, like, where it's not your simulacrum, where it's your one mind and it... That's a thing?
Naz does it.
Naz does a similar version
It's
of
like an
Hypervision.
astral projection with Naz. With Naz, though, right?
This is truly occupying 2 locations at once.
Oh,
I could teach you someday.
I never read that that was actually possible.
It is.
That is impressive.
Countess Vavamir can do it. You've encountered that.
I thought that was a simulacrum.
Sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't.
Jeez.
It's a shell game.
Yep. That's what it takes when you're a high-level magic noble dealing with other high-level magic nobles.
Well, at least we
No.
understand how she was killed and not killed all at the same time.
Indeed. Simulacrum, clone, bifurcation. You never know if you're dealing with the real thing.
No wonder no one likes her.
It's all terrible.
Goodness.
And if you remember killing her, you better be sure it's the right memory.
Well, we didn't kill her. She was struck down by the Heathens Collective.
Yes.
And then she popped right back up immediately, so there's 2 of her in
It's
Gish.
probably her clone.
It's a lot.
It sure is. Magic makes life very complicated.
Yes.
There seems to be a lot of it in this world.
It sure does, at least in this continent.
But would you ever live without it given the chance?
I've been to Droska. I've been to places where anti-magic storms rage on for eons on end. I've been to other planes where the very concept is laughed at. No. Magic is what I am. It's my ability to express myself to the world. Unfortunately, it means other people can too, and that's not always pretty.
What's the name of that Draco Lich?
Tearball.
Tyrgol.
I suppose
Just
I
making
should.
sure I have the names of all the concept dragons down.
I suppose I should think. Well, magic or be appreciative of it. Without it, I would not be here, nor would my people.
No.
Well, it was more about what the future holds versus what it doesn't.
I think our future in this continent will always have magic in it.
That is my hope. That is my hope. I hope we are left with that option at the end of all this.
Unless the Iron Republic sacks us and takes it all over.
I don't believe that they are looking to sack us, so you say, but
I do think that we
there was an offer extended.
tacitly agreed to set up some sort of embassy.
Democracy.
Embassy is much different than taking away magic.
We must construct additional pylons.
That means we'll have an embassy there as well.
We could call it the Magic Kingdom.
Where was Tyrgol a dragon of before they were killed?
He was the
Or
dragon
Mountain
before.
Hall?
before.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
So during the Elven Wars, which were before the Civil War, Carliza took the Elven soldiers there and battled the dragon rather than have their armies continue to rage on. Well, the armies kind of battled below, and they battled over the Draco Sierra Mountains that began over Fort Mountain Hall. And it was a legendary duel. They killed each other.
Did the lake dragon have a name?
Wraiththeron.
So good.
And did we catch the color of the lake dragon?
Lake colored.
Lake colored.
Modeled. Special dragon.
It's nice.
Mm.
And the name of the sandworm?
Burrowmaster.
And the lake dragon was Midrum?
Yep. Yep. Midrum. There's a bunch of rivers and lakes.
Right.
River dragon, lake dragon. 6 to 1 to pick him.
The sandworm is called, I'm so sorry,
Just the Burrowmaster.
the Burrowmaster.
He can burrow.
Sure can.
So I'm writing down Shai Halud.
It's worse.
It's just the monster from
So-
our normie
the
game.
skyscraper.
Oh
thousands
Why?
of streaming faces.
And the sandworm is part of
Elder's Rise.
Elder's Rise. That's right.
But more so like the lands that extend from it.
And there's Ravos.
Ravos the Red of Imperio.
Is it R-A-V-A?
R-A-V-A-S.
A-S,
Ravos.
So,
So where are you off to next?
Oh,
I
who
don't
knows?
think we know.
That's fresh.
There's a few options.
I think we should narrow it down to Foggy Bottom or dealing with Mr. Finkelstein to get your mask back.
Well, it's not my mask, but it would be useful.
We should also try to do some sort of scouting of the area around the Life Forge, right? What did Cthulhu say? Asking the DM again.
What do you mean?
When I touched base with Cthulhu just like 2 in-game days ago,
Yeah.
he had said that. Did he say anything of note about
They're making inroads. They're trying to find, but y'all don't have the pieces anywhere near the pieces to start going towards the Life Forge.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
We
So we need to go to
the
Foggy
Codex
Bottom
Book
before we can
first,
actually do
yeah.
that.
The 7 Druid Codex.
Gotcha.
So,
Yep.
and then we need to make sure that we have. Is JJ at this breakfast? No, we're not at breakfast anymore. We're at the.
Pyre. JJ's
yeah.
not there.
So it's Maeza, the Grand Duchess, and us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Yilgar.
And Alric and Glitch, I'm
Yep.
sure. Okay. Then I think the next steps is just setting our baseline to go forward. We need to know what's happening in Gish. We need to know what's happening in Midrim. We need to know what's happening in Antinia. No, yeah, Antinia, the flying city, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we need to keep a close eye, we need to keep an eye, not a close eye, but an eye to make sure that whatever Duplo LaCroix was doing in, I just had the name and I've now lost it. Also starts with an A. Athadia doesn't come back to bite us. And I think Droska is probably safe for now to just kind of leave be.
That's probably fair.
Are there any continents I'm missing? Any
You
major
could
forces?
John Noir. Keep an eye on John Noir. Stratoria. Poi.
That are all
I-
have not come up
Mhm.
yet that we've not
Boy,
visited.
Boy was incredibly important earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which one's that one?
That one's the one that I have no idea what it's about. I just remember it came up before the name.
Is that the one where we fought a rock? Because we ended up in the wrong place?
We're in Korkov.
No, that was
Right.
Korkov.
Poi
There
is a very reclusive country on the far southeast side of Droska, and it is associated with the Shadow.
Oh, okay.
It is said to be a kind of demi-plane country.
And then we can just cross our fingers, hope and pray to the gods that are left that everyone else leaves us alone.
Yeah.
I think that with all the forces at our command, as you had mentioned, they will be able to keep us appraised. I think that
Yeah.
we just...
As they have.
Hey, where was Bright Fizzle from?
He was from the Blazing Aegis company in
That's
the
right.
Durfin Archipelago.
Durfin Archipelago. That's where
Magus
that was.
Island of the Durfin Archipelago.
God damn you, Matthew.
Yep.
He's so good.
And the Durfin Archipelago is south of the Gish continent.
Yep.
When this all started, I
Okay.
thought maybe one day you all would go there, because there's that whole... The Blazing Aegis had a contract out on you all, and they were going to keep sending them, but you destroyed them so thoroughly that they were like, this is not worth it.
That's perfect.
And I had a little side adventure planned for Magus Island.
Why did they have a contract on us?
Not on you explicitly. Sorry, a contract to defend Still Tower.
Oh.
But he was so thoroughly defeated
right.
that they were like,
this isn't worth it.
Well,
Bye.
"Oh,
that.
like, we tried.
We tried. We did the thing.
Who's going to
Hey.
pay them at the end?
Ow.
Yeah, they're a very elite group of destruction-based mages.
Yeah, they
Right.
sure are destructive.
Oh boy.
Definitely say that. Bright fizzle.
So probably just.
We've mentioned every country.
Yep.
SoCal.
Yeah. Well, you guys know what I mean. Just we need to make sure that these things aren't going to come back to us. There are whole factions of the parties we're allied with now that are better at this than we ever will be. We just got to make sure that we're all on the same page.
I think if we extend some trust, they will serve us well.
Absolutely.
I, for one, would like to visit Foggy Bottom. I've heard it mentioned quite a few times, and that would put a little bit of time between that and Hell. I've been to Hell already.
Yeah,
Perhaps a swamp would be nicer.
it is quite a nice area.
Are you ready to visit your homeland?
It's a
Or
swamp.
is this
I mean, it's
not yet?
yeah. I think it's time. We need to do something.
We have a direction.
And if we happen to come across a codex that would be important for my own endeavors, that would be a happy coincidence.
What kind
mean,
of
that-
codex?
It would help guide us to the Life Forge.
Oh. Huh.
We were informed of it at the party.
The colonel owns it.
Does he now?
Yeah. And the colonel is also, might be a potential ally as well.
Potential ally.
Yeah.
He put a contract out on us.
He did, but
He tried to. He actually did have Justice killed.
he's at odds with the Sojourn.
Or there's a little bit of murder between friends.
At odds with the who?
Arcano Sojourn, right?
Yep, Arcano Sojourn, the Duke,
The Duke
of Presta.
Right.
Which is aligned
Hang on.
with
Let
Gish.
me see whether or not.
They're the Leafmere family that usurped the Amastages and betrayed them during the Elven Wars and the Civil War.
Well,
Civil War. I guess.
Nothing like a little elven politics on top of all this.
And Arcano Sojourn is noted as a pretty powerful. It's in the name. He's a pretty powerful Arcanist. He didn't get the name Arcano just because for fun.
listen, I have Sojourns in as potential allies
No,
Yep.
for the O'Sheas. So,
Because they're part of the reformist movement.
oh boy, don't look at me like that.
They are
They are.
reformed and over Gish's image.
Turns out reformers suck. It's almost like there's a theme, a message.
That's funny.
Liberal reformers. Turn out they're just as bad as the conservatives.
Huh.
Huh.
Weird.
Yeah.
Maybe Morgan was onto something. Raise it all to the ground.
Morgan was a bit short-sighted. She just wanted to raise everything to the ground just for selfish reasons.
Would have worked out in the end.
She didn't have any plan of rebuilding anything.
I could have had an entire army of Hellforged at this point.
Road's not taken.
Road's not
You would have had resistance, permanent resistance to immunity to fire, resistance to BPS, non-magical.
Wow.
Yeah, would have been hot.
You actually probably fire absorption, which you have now, so. that'll
One of
work
us
out.
resistant to cold, one of us resistant to poison, one of us resistant to fire.
Are there fiends?
Huh.
Are
One of
there?
us resistant to damage. You get
Huh?
that one.
You're resistant
You dodge
to
things.
to liver damage, apparently,
And you can
Correct.
teleport.
because you've done so much drinking,
And
Sibelius.
you have protections against psychic incursions.
Yeah. True.
That's funny.
So how are you going to get there, the Miasa says?
Well, not on the train, that's for sure.
No.
Are we still avoiding trains?
I mean,
Yes.
Could be nice to see the countryside.
We
could
should
also be
avoid
pretty
trains
dangerous
that
to be
area.
like on the train.
It's a bit far south.
I heard about people talking about train last night after the party.
Wow.
I did not know that there was
Very
a train.
different kind of
I
train.
didn't know that there was.
Justice?
Oh, there was a
Justice?
train in Mercedes.
We're gonna have a conversation later, but
There's
that's
a
not
train
what
to
you're thinking it
every
is.
capital city.
So we may have left the party at the right time.
So there is
dragon
a
is
train
still
that goes. You would have to stop in Sintraga, which is currently in open rebellion against the South, and take it all the way down to Lothran if you so choose. But there is a train. There's also teleportation circles. You also, there's.
I have the
Yep.
teleportation circle of the mansion that might be occupied.
Yep.
By the Colonel?
No,
Yeah.
well, not necessarily your house wouldn't be
By
occupied.
the Sedgers?
Yeah.
Well, I have the teleportation circle in my house then.
Yeah, your estate is still your estate.
You
it's
have
just
an
in
estate there.
it's in
so
disrepair,
It's-
let's say.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not great.
Oh no.
So we
could-
buddy.
we could
You've
go-
been drinking instead of keeping it up.
Yeah.
We can head straight there.
400-ish she is.
Or
I don't know what I was thinking of. Like I literally have the map of your mansion ready.
Did some druid cast druid grove
I have
in
my
your
shit
home?
together.
I don't think so.
No, just
No.
mold grove.
Yeah, just.
Oh,
one
cool,
girl,
great.
so.
I can take show tracks.
Nobody breathe.
Thank you. I believe that. Yes, the train would probably be not so great. Maybe after the war.
We could take the train back. If we want to.
Runaway train,
We
never
have
coming
so
back.
many fears in this group.
So very
Trains,
Avoid them all.
parties.
exhausting,
Yeah.
exhausting levels of fear.
I'm
afraid of everything.
Well,
Okay,
listen.
that's great.
Somebody gave us those fears.
You all gave yourselves those fears. I have not put you anything through that a D&D party doesn't go through.
so.
You couldn't even make it through that one. You
Okay,
don't even believe
I dialed
that.
it up a little bit on you.
Having an
okay,
airship
okay.
shaped like an Eagle Terra train that we were on off the tracks.
That was the tame
Episode 1.
That's the tame episode.
Whatever.
This is the tame episode.
Whatever. You like it.
I do.
Come back every week.
I can't.
Oh, Matthew! Yikes!
Come back every week.
Begging for
Yikes!
it.
Speaking of those fears, I'll look at Alric, kind of glance at Glitch. Is it? Do our strengths take us apart again?
Unfortunately, they do. My green star. They do. I do need to get that unicorn back to the proper hands. If you have my miniaturization technique.
Oh, I would have already given it back to him.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just in case. Just covering on screen.
Yeah.
What do
That's
Um,
all I can think about.
Breaks off the. She
Yeah.
breaks off the horn so she can have it. Yeah.
I will stay here in Messinia. Glitch will probably be between the few of our cities here.
Quick bookkeeping note. We hadn't purchased extra diamonds recently because we were going to go on a diamond heist. We should probably maybe stock up on some diamonds.
Do you still have the ones from your road?
Little bit. Let me see.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't,
right.
I don't remember you ever tapping into those, did you?
Actually, you know what? I don't know if I have either.
Because you have
So
1,000
we just
worth.
had him in the necklace.
That's not what we're talking about.
No, I know, but
We've been through a while ago.
Yes, but that's
On
all
the
we've
necklace.
used. We haven't used any others, as far as I know.
Wrong. You've done a lot of dying since then.
There was some necklaces. Where's the ring?
We've done a lot of dying since then.
I mean, listen, you have.
It's all on the.
Yeah, I
We
know.
can do it after.
No.
Like, and if
Yeah.
We can book you.
yeah, and if we wanted to like chip a few little glints
just
off
saying,
of
yeah.
the unicorn.
It doesn't work like that. It's a channeling focus. You can get some diamonds.
So if we want to sell the unicorn and then use
It's not yours.
Wow.
You didn't do the majority of the labor to get it. You helped
We
in a much
sure did.
larger path.
That's funny.
Yep. So Alric continues. I will be in Messenia, and Glitch will bounce between the three of our three major capitals here, I think. I'll be alright. You take care of yourself.
I know you'll be alright.
If anything should happen, I can come for you, and I'll rescue you, and then we'll be even.
There is no even between family. It just is.
Yeah.
Then I'll catch Cassandra on the way out and be like, make sure he's taken care of. Don't lose him.
Yes, I mean, we have a long history. So, do my best. Maisie looks to you. Well, farewell, misfits. care of yourself. Keep being you. I'm sure you'll be whizzing on in, teleporting in. Remember, it's not if and when you arrive, it's how.
Good advice as always.
I have a city to go protect. Gee. Teleports away. Cassandra walks off in the distance with Alric. Glitch looks at Billy. I gotta go. War.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've been through one or two, so I'll have some advice.
Do you think I should check in with Reynard or just wait for him to check in with me?
He said he'd be back. When he comes up, he'll come up.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too.
Kind of looks around. He's like, "Oh, I just have to walk away. I can't teleport. He just kind of he goes invisible and walks away.
And then reappears like
Yeah,
a minute later,
exactly.
like slightly further away. He's tying a shoe.
Walks away. The four of you are left, and near this now abandoned pyre. Ashes have been spread. Looking at each other.
Very well. No time like the present.
It is good to have hope again.
Definitely.
Are you ready to... Sorry. Are you ready for this journey?
As much as I am. No one's ever ready to
Cattails.
go back home.
Good track. I use this a lot in Firefly.
Well, you have your friends at your side.
I certainly do. So I'll start beginning casting teleportation circle.
The sigils lock into place.
Should we check to make sure no one's home before we...
Y'all
Nope.
teleport.
What?
You appear in the permanent teleportation circle.
By the way, y'all, because we do the whole thing where I do the whole inspiring speech every day thing, y'all have 18 temporary hit points now.
Thank you.
Not 17, 18.
Nice.
You appear in a permanent teleportation circle in this kind of foyer landing area in a manner that is very dimly lit. In fact, completely dark, kind of cobwebs and lots of sheets over furniture.
I like what you have done with the place.
There's a kind of hello? You know, that's how your only servant opens. Kind of an elderly elf leans over and peers. Your Majesty, your home.
I certainly am. And I've brought company. So we should clean up the place a bit.
The first thing, slinging shade.
He looks at you. Welcome home. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Yes! We're at Foggy Bottom! The
Exciting.
Foggy Bottom boys!
Exciting.
That one seems fun.
Yeah, that one will be fun.
Let me guess. Okay, you're getting the manacles, you're getting the shields.
If that's okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I haven't looked at the other items, but meh.
Do you want to see?
Yeah, let's swap a room. We'll just pass.
Sorry.
We'll just pass the book
Well,
around.
because the manual bodily health doesn't help you or me with the amulet of health.
Right. Exactly.
Same.
You know, I could hold on to the book since I don't age, and then I could just keep reading it every century.
That's not, you can only use it once.
That's not. I know. I'm just.
No.
Jesus.
But think about it. You're not really the same person 100 years from now.
Or Gilly could read it, and then you could read it later.
We could, yeah. I don't need to read. I got a magical necklace that gives me a 19.
Am I the only one who doesn't have one?
Correct. You're the only one without
Give me that damn book! Since no one else can use it anyway. Jeez.
No, it's mine. I've read it already. This cape smells faintly of brimstone. It fits you.
Yeah, I think the first way we had this worked.
That was pretty perfect.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
wanted to read it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
There
read
was
it.
like a couple.
Sorry,
little-
did you get a chance to read that? I passed.
I did
Okay.
not.
I'm sorry.
I mean, the
No,
book
it's
literally
fine,
only
don't worry about
benefits Gilly with your
Stop
all set
it.
up, which is the funny thing.
The BDSM shells. That was fun.
Yeah, I had a good time.
So this shield is OP
It's a good
because
shield.
I have a plus
Yeah,
9
the
to
shield is
perception, and
awesome.
now I have advantage.
Yep.
So it's like a plus 14.
Yep, your passive perception increases by 5 when you have advantage on the perception. So D&D Beyond should calculate it when you equip it.
You're gross.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
a 24 passive perception with advantage on my
Yep.
perception checks, plus advantage on initiative.
Yep.
My sad plus
You
2.
you can hear people.
Maybe I'll have double digits.
Which is effectively 51% of the time.
Oh my goodness.
You can smell people's stomach rumbly. I mean, hear people's stomach rumblies. You know.
Stomach.
It doesn't protect against
Wow.
being
Anyway.
surprised. It's just advantage on initiative,
True.
and yeah. But and it's that nice little, as a shield, it increases your AC, which is nice.
Yeah. Nice.
I'll
Well-
begin reading this the moment we get a chance. Gilly's just going to be spending her time not sleeping, but reading.
Yeah.
Good shit.
That was a lot of lore drops.
Oh my god, so much.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good old lore drops.
So much spelling.
I can't get out of Gilly voice.
I mean, so we just look. So let's back up a second. So it's been a long time with all the things that we have like on our person. Selina has to look ridiculous.
You look like MMO characters.
Yeah, helm of comprehend languages with a mantle of majesty and a cloak of many fashions with a shield full of eyeballs. Now it just gotta look ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Just saying.
I'm,
It's
gonna-
only going to get sillier as you get higher level.
It sure is.
I'm wearing 12 cloaks, like being
can't
crushed
handle
under the
this.
weight. I have to wear ogre strength gauntlets just to wear all my clothes.
Gosh.
I have 4 pairs of boots on.
I'm flying around
Only
with
benefiting
magical
from
land.
one thing each,
Exactly.
wearing them nonetheless.
No, I can't keep them
I
up.
have 14 leather jackets. My AC is 25.
Is that a thing I could?
No, but Chase swore it was in 3rd edition. If I wore a bunch of them, I would have that much armor. Shut the fuck up.
Excuse me.
Wow, that does. You know
Rules
what?
as written.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
It was not rules as written. It was Chase being an idiot.
It's Chase being
It
Chase.
really is just dump on Chase Day.
Always is.
Sorry
It's
for
all good.
that.
Oh.
No, it's fine. It's the mediocrity shining through.
No.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But yeah. So make sure you guys go join our giveaway. We have a bit goal tracker now, and
That's right, for a glitter beard.
Yep.
Yep.
While we're winding down here and we share our favorite moments, if you have any questions, go ahead and post those in chat. We will answer them as appropriately as we can.
Or inappropriate.
Well, okay. That came out weird.
Thank you.
It's late. Don't ask. Be weird, but don't be too weird. Maybe don't be inappropriate.
Be respectful.
There we go. Those are the words I'm looking for.
Yeah. Don't get yourself banned.
Yeah. Don't do that. We like you.
We're quick with the ban hammer when we need to be.
The banner.
Don't make us use it.
The banner. The
It's
banner.
heavy.
Thanks, Chris.
I get tired.
Heavy is the hand that wears the band hammer. That wields the band hammer. Cool. Want to go around the table? Favorite nights? Favorite evenings? Favorite moods?
You want to start by saying you're going to start 5 times?
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm going to start. I'm ready. Hold on. I'm ready for this. Hi, friends.
Are you sure?
My name is Chase314S.
Oh,
on Twitter.
wow.
I'm playing Justice tonight. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram
Y'all.
and here. Sometimes over on the Mythos Mystery Society. You know, for funsies.
I like how you're just staring at Matthew.
Yeah, so we
Oh boy.
just to close up tonight, I had a really fun time. I would say that my favorite moment was probably some of the interactions with, actually it was the party and seeing like all the crazy hijinks that that the magic users would get up to, like them being like playfully with their powers, like I'm gonna make you large, like it's almost harmless, it's pretty much harmless. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that, and then the interplay afterwards of like, hey, it's fun not attending a party with the intent to kill someone.
Which is a thing you all do.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So yeah. I don't have really any other announcements. Check out some of the links below for our affiliate links if you need dice or merch. And, I think Matt can talk about the giveaway. So, that's
cool. Awesome.
Roberto.
All right, I will go. Since others are not chomping at the bit.
Champing
at that bit.
Champing at the... I know, it's weird, but that's actually what the phrase is.
Really?
Never mind, it's not important.
Chomping at the bit.
Thank you, Matthew.
Chomping.
Great.
Okay.
I have to look that up later.
Yeah, it's weird.
Vamping
I
out.
think it's just the
Anyway.
difference between Old English and Modern English. But it's the same
Got it.
thing.
Rob at Pyromancer84. Civilius tonight. I had the same exact thing. Like, I really love the party and, like, the show of magic, and that's how the Gish party was and stuff.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the next session of going back to Foggy Bottom and seeing how that all works out right now. I'm sure it'll be terrible later, but here we are. Yeah, and apparently we have a bit going now.
Yep,
so
we sure
that's
do.
a thing.
We sure have that.
Yeah, so I've made choices.
We sure have.
It's going to be all glittery. Glitter beer.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Alexis. You can find me at VoxFanato on Twitter and such. I think my favorite moment from the evening, I really enjoyed JJ talking to Civilius, saying that the phrase that I really loved the most, though, was when he said that there are members of the Heathens Collective that were incredibly cross with Civilius. I'm like, oh, they are pissed. Pissed. It's such a polite sounding way of saying that they're absolutely pissed with you, though.
And they're all trained killers.
Yep, they sure are. They sure are. Like, oh, poor Saab can't catch a break, but also Saab just, kind of makes his own things.
Family
Not
curse.
communicating.
Family curse. Good God.
Family curse. Yikes. Does it count when you curse yourselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It doubly counts.
Oh, wow. Yikes. Yeah, I loved that. I also... Yeah. I just loved a lot of it. It was a nice little roleplay session tonight, and all the lore drops were really good.
Mm-hmm.
I loved finding out that the frickin' Colonel has, like, all of the things.
He's a very powerful man.
We need to go there, apparently.
He's got the Savinbury Codex. He's got the moon
It's
apple.
real great.
The wine.
It's not great. Anyway, you can find me here. Friday, I will be doing more art. Monday, more art. And then Tuesday, we're back with Dragon Heisters.
Yeah.
It's good. The party is just coming out of... Well, they're heading right into combat while in prison. It's gonna be something.
That's pretty fun.
And we have our special guest Maria joining us again next week. So, at Happy Capster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's see. So, tonight, it was nice that it was a laid-back episode. So, I get to play Selina, the human druid, who is technically the only Gish in the party. He's the only human, but really just detests most other Gish. It's terrible. So the lore drops were amazing. So if you got to hear some of those tonight but don't know where they came from, go back and watch our past episodes or listen to them on our podcast. If you're looking for me out in the world, I am at No One You Know Backwards, right here on our beautiful overlay. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Discord, all under the same thing. Yeah, it'll be fun going forward. Second thing that I really love, we have expanded spell lists as our spellcasters in the group, and I'm having so much fun with this.
Yes, we adopted.
Awesome.
Oh, we also adopted the Unearthed Arcana and Dark Matter. So
Yep. Huh.
Yeah, so we've got a lot to read through and bring you some pretty amazing
So much.
new spells that we will twist and use to our advantage much to match Sharon.
should wait till the villains start using it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's what I'm worried about.
Because
There's
they
one
can
in
cast
the
higher level spells than you can.
Get fucked.
because there's one in the Druids list. It's like create gravity or whatever it is. It's
Intensify gravity.
mm,
White Dwarf.
No.
Yeah.
All on my list, don't worry.
Yeah.
Intensify Gravity mixed with Collapse of the Yearning Titan is a really nasty combo.
Yeah. Well,
White Dwarf combined with Collapse of the Yearning Titan is also a very nasty
I am
combo.
sure it is.
Yep.
Help. Help.
Weird.
Anyway, well, awesome. Thanks so much for sharing that along. I am Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I'm a DM here and player here at Dice Priority. That's where you can find me. Check me out on Friday at 9:30 p.m. Central for Big Boy Season, our Storm King's Thunder campaign where I'm DMing. If you're familiar with Storm King's Thunder, we just finished the Eye of the Allfather, and they are I think they're going to head east and try to confront Duke Zalto himself. So wish them luck. I don't know, that party is real unpredictable. We are going to go ahead and raid Casanova, who is a player of Big Boy Season. He is a Legends of Runeterra player, if you're familiar with that card game. So we'll show you over something a little bit different tonight. That is what I had to say. So, hey, check out Big Boy Season and all of our stuff here. Lexus Tipstar, all of it. And we will catch you here next week, Wednesday, in the wonderful world of Edda. See ya!
Faye, you are not.
What?
Faye came into chat saying we're super predictable right at the end there, and I'm like, Faye, you are not.